listening to Bars and Beats Weekly with the Fab Five. Let's go! DJ Supremacy, Peanut, Cinematic, Mr. Ripley, and Gratona P.
What you got going on over there?
Tonight we have a couple special guests in the house. We usually have our closer, Tali Rodriguez, is in the house. Tali Rod with them crazy ass eyes. What's up, bruh?
What's up, man?
Over there looking like Charlie Sheen. You over there looking like Charlie Sheen.
And in the house tonight is the man, Fort Wayne Santa Claus. Saint Gopher, man. What up, Saint Gopher? Sankofa is in the house tonight, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, Sankofa, man? It's good to see you, bro.
Good to be here, man. Good to be here. Just chilling.
Most definitely.
Thankful to be here.
How y'all doing, man? How was your weeks? Man?
Oh man, it was
That good, huh? Hey, it was Halloween this week.
Yeah.
Had a few trick-or-treaters come last night. I got a whole bowl of candy. I can't wait to start eating up on that shit, man. A whole bowl of candy is just for myself. You know,
it's a big recall on chocolate, so be careful.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. I eat that chocolate, go in, go right out. I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I took the kids trick-or-treating last night. It was pretty awesome. Same shit I've been doing for the last 20-something years, but now I'm doing it with the grandkids, and it's a new experience.
It's still fun.
It should still be fun, right?
It's still fun, yeah. It's like out here, nobody does the door-to-door shit anymore. So they either do the trunk or treats. That's what everybody usually does, the trunk or treats, and then the downtown area, they have a big festival where the kids can come out there and get candy and jump on the things. But they got this, it's the next town over. It's like this part of the community the houses are all old plantation houses. So they're big ass houses and there's a lot of yard and everybody's got money. So they go overboard with the decorations and they give away hella candy. So I've been taking the kids out there for the last 20 years, you know. So now they the grandkids and it's like the 80s because it'll be probably like 700 kids outside just running all over the place. And I love that shit. That's the funnest shit. I love doing that. I got the little ones, so I got to hold hands because they'll get lost.
Kofa, Tali.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to get everything squared away and lined up. I know I was on the other day during your album listening on Bandcamp for a minute, and I was like, I gotta get out of here because I want my live reaction to be here. But what I heard so far was it was dope. It was definitely what I expected from you guys. It was extremely lyrical. I love the beats. I only heard like 3 or 4 tracks, so I got to hear. I think P-Row, I heard that track that he was on, which I love that shit. I know you've been a busy man, Kofa. So how was this like in the plan for that entire year of projects? Was the album you and Tali together? Okay.
Yeah, it was part of the plan. It's part of my book. I had the whole book laid out. The GFAM CD falling out the back of it. That stuff all laid out for what's dropping when, which month. And then all the Silversmith stuff happened, so we had to go extra.
Oh shit, that was in addition to?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought that was part of the plan.
No.
I had to go back and look when I was like, when did we have him on? It was February that we had you on. And you were only in, I think, what, the second or third album at that point. And how many deep are we now? 11?
What month is it?
November 1st.
November
right.
1st.
So that's 11 plus the Halloween drop. So that's 12 so far.
Holy shit.
With about
You almost like
1, 2, because I got one for Thanksgiving coming out, Just waiting on John Doe. That's actually mostly produced by Tali. So another Silversmiths joint. And then there's the December drop, and then there's the Christmas drop for Silversmiths. So 3 more.
Yeah, we got to give hands up to Tali, too, because he's putting in work with you. So.
Yeah.
All the hands, all the work. Yes, absolutely.
He's mixing and everything. Jeez. Tali, you
My
okay
Yoda
over there,
brother.
Tali? You fine?
What's up?
I said,
Oh no,
you
this is
fine,
the chair
bro?
that I got for my troubles.
Oh, for your back problem?
I can actually stand to sit in it now. Nothing more important than a good chair.
Yeah, you're right.
Because this metal chair is
Good
crazy.
shoes, maybe.
Good shoes in the metal chair. No, I mean not the metal chair.
Hell no,
Good
this
shoes
shit
in
is
the good
crazy.
chair. You got a metal chair. That's crazy. You
It
at
is.
church. You're at the church.
Nah, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Church, school basement, somewhere.
American Legion.
Yeah,
That too.
I'm at the Legion Hall right now. I'm at the VFW.
WWE.
So, Sankofa, with all these projects, how do you balance out your time? Because me, that's my biggest fight is time. So how do you balance out your time with life? Your music? your life,
Well,
you know.
life comes first. I try to get in my morning run so I can stay balanced. And that's like before the rest of my family wakes up. Sometimes I'm listening to beats, sometimes I'm listening to albums, and usually whatever I'm listening to is going to inspire me to do something else. So I'll come off of that and I may have some thoughts, but it's just like everything in between, like the rest of life, between being a dad, between being a teacher, between being a husband, whatever else is in life. Like instead of sitting there watching something on Netflix, which I really don't have the patience to do, I'm like, I got beats from Tali, and Tali connected me with another producer, and I'm getting all these beats from him, and I'm like, you two are killing me because you're sending me nothing but incredible beats. And so like I went to the post office right before this, dropped off a couple tape orders, listening to a beat from the guy Tali hooked me up with, and I'm writing when I'm going down to the post office, writing when I'm coming, like compiling on my phone at a stoplight or whatever, like, ooh, I got this couplet, or I got this 4 bars, or here's an angle for this beat. And it's just having all these various projects and knowing which ones I can dip my energy into, because each project's going to have a different kind of feel to it. Because I'm not here to make the same album like 12, 14, 15, whatever times a year. And the dope thing is, with the opportunity to work with so many different people, they have so many different approaches and soundscapes and feelings that I'm open to that. So I bounce off that and roll with it. And for whatever reason, it's able to work for me without me feeling like I'm burning out. This is not me trying to like prove to the world that like I'm a Guinness Book of World Records M80 freestyle record haver. I'm having fun with my friends and I'm making dope stuff. And that's what it all boils down to. And like just living in this inspired state. And the thing is, like, the more music I make, the more it snowballs and the more other people want to work with me and they're dope. And then I want to make more stuff. So I'm like,
Never stop.
I've had people approach me and I'm like, I've got 2025 all booked. Let's get something in for 2026. Because I've got like 2025 already planned now.
Oh, shit. Okay. Shit.
Visionary shit.
That's
Well,
I'm
like,
trying to get all my
that's
other
why I
friends
got
to
this book.
slow down, but he won't.
Nah, don't.
He
I
won't
mean,
take
if
that.
how if you don't mind me asking, I'm sure you said it before, but how old are you?
I just turned 50 a week ago.
See? Oh yeah, fuck, you got time.
Happy
man.
belated.
Happy belated. You
Thank
got time. Like shit.
What day? What
You
day was your
done with-
birthday? What day was your birthday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay. Mine was last
Sunday,
Thursday. I was on the 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm barely older than you.
Yeah.
My daughter's was on the 27th,
Nice. Yeah, my granddad's was on the 28th.
and that motherfucker is crazy as shit. She's a Halloween kid like a motherfucker. Boy, that motherfucker is a demon.
It's the October.
I don't argue with nobody in the world, but I managed to argue with her at least twice a week. That motherfucker is a demon.
So you said it this year. You had the 11 albums for the year, right? And then you
No,
squeezed
12.
Yeah, because you squeezed in
Well,
another
11
one, right?
so far, yeah.
With the Halloween drop. And was the Halloween drop planned? Was that planned also, or that was something that you just spare at the moment?
Well, that's my man John Doe. We go back to like White Collar Criminals days, like 1999, putting out CDs when you had to like order 500 CDs.
Okay.
And like, so I've been building with him for forever, but we've been working on projects like off to the side. And we got so many projects that we're working on that he's like, what if in between all of your monthly drops that drop on like the first of each month, what if we have like the season of the Smiths? So for each holiday within there, whether it's Labor Day, when we did Scimitar, produced by Iron Mike Sharp, whether it's, I can't even keep track of this stuff. Whether it's whatever that drops, like the Scissorhands one, Scissor Smiths, produced by Scissorhands, dropping just now, or Halloween, or whether it's the Thanksgiving one with art by P-Ro and Chef Mike, and it's produced mostly by Tali. Or whether it's, the one we're going to drop on Christmas, which I decided, and I checked in with him first because I always want to check in with my collaborators so we're on the same page. Because like as many people as I have a chance to build with, I don't ever want to burn a bridge with a person. Yeah, I want to make sure like, hey, I'd love to build with you. Here's kind of what it looks like on my end. If you have something you want to bring to the table or you have ideas, I'm open to those ideas. But here's what I've done so far. But when John goes like, hey, here's the way we can fit in our drops between all of your drops, like put them on those holidays. I'm like, yeah. So the Christmas one, which is called Gorilla Elephant, the Silversmiths drop, that's going to be a free for download. Because I drop way too much music. Like I can't drop something at the end of the year and be like, hey, give me more money.
Yeah. Especially at that season, at that holiday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not working. So I checked in with him. I was like, dude, are you cool with me making it free for download? Name your price, whatever. He's like, yes. So Gorilla Elephant with artwork from my man Shane Joynes, who did the artwork for my Chumzilla joint, Impossible Bottle Service that dropped earlier this year. That's going to be free for download on Christmas. Name your price, whatever.
Nice.
Because I'm dropping too much music to do that. To say, keep sending me money. I mean, yeah, I'm losing money on this, but it's my passion. So I'd rather spend my money going to somewhere dope, doing something with my friends than be like, oh, here's that another pair of shoes. Here's that this, here's that. Like, no, man, I put money into stuff that shows I did something dope with my friends, and that's where that money counts the most.
Right.
The amount of songs that you add to it, like that you put on the album, right? Is that already predetermined, like before you go into making the album, or it's just as it goes?
I tend to like to put around 10. Okay. But like, for instance, take Tali. He sent me this folder of crazy beats. And he's like, go through these beats. So I'm going through these beats and I'm like, okay, there's this many. Like we were going to have 12 Crows on a Wire was going to be 12 songs. And there was another dope beat. So it's 13 songs. Another dude he connected me with won't stop sending me beats. And so we're going to have this album where it's like, I don't know, 15, 16 songs. So I don't have a preset. I mean, usually with like, say, Black Ketchup series with PhD beats, usually that's around 10. I like around 10 because I'm not trying to overstay my welcome. I want to drop something dope. Yeah. I don't want it to be like, blip, there I was and I'm out. But I don't want to be like, hey, I'm still here on this album.
I got you.
I want to keep it moving.
I got you.
Right.
Got you.
I like that.
Anybody else?
Don't mind me. I'm here to listen to the project.
Yeah.
Oh, Tali promised us.
I got a question.
Silly shit. Every time we ask a question, so I'm waiting for Tali.
How often do you look at one of your rhymes that you wrote and be like, man, I said this shit before?
That happened just earlier today. I'm trying to, like, usually it's a specific kind of wordplay. Yeah. Like when I started, there were like, I was trying to be like Mr. Clever Punchline, like wishing on fallen stars like Chino XL with writer's block, something like that. Yeah. But now I try to make my stuff more subtle. But the way I see it, like if something I dropped, like Your Style's a Dead Giveaway, like Jerry Garcia's Will Reading, right? And that's something that I dropped in like 1999, like 2000. Like when I was driving back listening to this particular beat, I had a wordplay that was based on Bel Air and Alexander Graham Bell heirs, heirs to his throne. And I was like, can I bust another Will wordplay in there? And I'm like, it's been 20-something years. I don't think many people have heard that song who are still listening to my stuff now. So I have no qualms about going back and revisiting something, especially if I feel that I can improve upon it or it adds to the overall, feel or composition of that track.
I'm just asking you some MC questions that I go through. I have my problems.
Oh, yeah.
Those are things that sometimes I conflict with myself with, or like I try not to use the same word in a whole, verse and shit like that. It's, certain intricacies that I go through.
Oh, yeah, I get that, man. Like, I used to have all these rules for myself. Like, I wanted to rhyme new words, and I wanted to do this and do that. And then I was reflecting, and I was looking back at some of my favorite albums, and it wasn't so much the words that were used, even though I love language. I love the way words work together. I love the math and the connection of all that stuff. But I was realizing some of the albums that impacted me the most, they were rhyming some pretty basic stuff. Now, it wasn't like Cheval level devil stuff, but it was still like, I've heard this stuff rhymed before. And it wasn't the technical mastery that was reaching my soul. It was the emotion and the soul within the music itself, which is why I became less and less interested in having a perfect song and more interested in having a song that reflected how I felt and where I was within a particular moment and to capture that feeling. So if I happen to rhyme the same words that I've rhymed before, it's going to happen. As many songs as I've done, it's going to happen. I'm not Tali with the list of, awesome words that I can flip into a verse somewhere. I admire that, but that is not my approach. My approach is to just dial into whatever's going on, listen to that beat, and go.
That's why we individuals. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Tali, I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, did you know, this is album number 12, 13, right? Do you know ahead of time that, do you know in January that in this month you're dropping this project? It's kind of for both of you. Like, are you guys working on multiple shit, all year long, just boom, 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 boom? This track goes here, that goes to this album, this goes to that album. Because I know,
Short answer. This album's been, more or less done for, a year, probably.
Okay.
In terms, it's all been written. Most of it was recorded. We had some features to get in there and some thinking about how to order and structure it and stuff. But I think I started writing it. We started having the idea last September.
Oh shit! All
and
right.
I want to say we were pretty much already had it all figured out by not that far after when Pros came out. I think we've been sitting on it for ages, and so and he'll just pop up one day like, hey, I need you on a verse for this thing, and I'm like, all right. I'll just get this email hey, I need 16 for this song about driving in a car or something. I'm like, all right, sure, whatever, we'll do it. And then I'll be like, hey, I need something for you. I don't know, some zany shit on a project that's coming out in 7 months. Sometimes it's hey, I don't even know when this is coming out, but I'm just gonna try to get you now. I got you. Okay. It's all happening at the same time. He does more of the coordinating of it. I don't, as much as he sounds like he's just on the fly and just doing whatever. He's very planned out in terms of the organization of it, where I'm not. But
in my head, that's what I was thinking. That you guys are that Kofa's just all right, this month I'm doing this, and he starts on the 1st and it's done on the 30th, and then
sometimes probably. But
and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, how the fuck is Tali keeping up with this pace?
Tali, because
all this shit.
Tali or Yoda.
Dude, a lot of that stuff is done for months and months and months and months, and how long? The Silversmiths one, that's whatever that is. That thing's probably been done for, minus a couple of things that we were waiting on for 2 years. I don't know, how. So it's not all happening at the same currently as we go. It's planned well ahead of time, and it just seems like I'm doing a lot now because it's all coming out all of a sudden. But
see, Kofa, my 2 interactions with you, my friend, I'm like, hey, you want to rhyme on this mixtape track? And then you're like, I hit send, and then about 5 minutes later, the shit is back in my inbox. All right, I'm all done. And in my head, I'm thinking, man, this dude is just like a machine. He's just pumping the stuff out like left and right. Like it's nothing. Right, but that makes sense that I know that it's all, except the mixtape that he's dropped like 3,000 bars on you, Rip. I don't think
Hey, hey, Kofa, are you
Always gotta bring that up.
aware? Are you aware of the
Here we go.
the balance
Here we go.
beam me and you got going on over here? Are you aware of that? You know, because it's a
kung fu
conversation
shit.
amongst the six of
we
us.
bust his balls all the time.
There's like a lyrical secret rival shit going on.
There's a secret rival going
That
on.
first chef
He
shit.
doesn't even know about it. Like he's like, "What are you talking about, man?"
Like every time a topic comes up, like the Undertaker's music comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Kofi and Clay.
Yeah, every time the Kofa
And I'm trying to push the casket back closed. Like, go ahead, man. Sit your ass down, please.
we even
Stop popping up.
it's even called the Kofa incident. That's what it's called.
Yeah. It's documented. It's in the docket.
Yeah,
The Kofa effect.
we're about to make a whole
fire, go for
documentary
effect.
on
I
it.
like that.
I'm sitting there writing, and every time I'm writing, just saying Kofa just pops up in my head, like, and I write it down, like, fuck, that's not supposed to be there. End up in every bar. you got like you living rent free in my motherfucking notebook, man.
I've been telling people, like, there's some people that you can just say, hey, go crazy, like, just do whatever on this, and they'll give you 16 bars. And then there's some people who take it like literally when you say it, and you got to be specific. With Kofi, you kind of got to be specific with Rip, because Rip will throw a fucking 24 out of nowhere together too on a song that's like, he's done that a few times. So it's like, if you tell him what you want, exactly what you want, then you'll give you what you want. But if you just leave him to his own devices, you don't know what you're gonna get, but it's probably gonna be more than you asked for. And
You know
now
me.
you gotta.
I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm like, hell yeah, bring it. Keep them coming.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I enjoy making those things, and I'm sorry for living rent free in your notebook. But, like, someone Tali's working with right now. He reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, are you down to drop a verse on my project?" And my answer is always absolutely, especially if I already know the person. And they're like, "I'm sorry, man. It's 24 bars. You know, my verse is 24 bars, so I'd like you to do 24. But if you can only do 16, you know, it'll be okay." And I'm like, "All right, thanks, man. Just send the beat over, send the reference over." And, you know, I didn't even count it, but I think I filled up the rest of the song.
You probably moonwalk on that shit.
Nah, I already said it. If I ever reach out to Sankofa, I'm sending the reference with the hook already placed.
Yep.
I'm gonna have no chance to go over the hook.
That reminds me. There's a particular super dope rapper who I've been trying to work with for a while. Sometimes he's hard to pin down, though, right? Yeah. So I'm like, well, maybe my approach is, you know, because Tali sent me this folder of crazy beats. So I'm like, hey, I'd like you to go through this folder, and I'd like you to see which beat you're feeling, so to drop a verse on one of my projects. And next thing I know, the dude's got a song, and he's like, you could rap at the end of this, and would you be cool with it being for my project? And I'm like, yeah, because this dude, like, if the project that he and Tali are working on come together, you know, a whole new batch of people are going to hear what Tali does. You know, this is not proprietary. This is not, I want my secrets. I want my club. You know, no, I want people to know how dope my friends are. I put as many of my friends on my stuff as possible, and I'm not putting them on there because they're my friends. I'm putting them on there because they're dope.
Right.
Like Athena is one of the craziest rappers ever. Like, she is so dope. And like, I feel not enough people have heard her. So like, every once in a while I reach out to her for a verse. I'm like, hey, can you rap on this? And like, some of the feedback for Journeymen, like my friends who have been rappers for all this time, they're like, man, Tali. Like another podcast host, he's like, man, is Tali gonna drop a solo album? Because dude is crazy good. And I'm like, yes, he is. And yes, he is.
Is
Yep.
he? Is he?
Hell yeah.
You know it's gonna happen, bro. It's just build up right now.
Yeah, man.
The Tali just sitting there, ain't got nothing.
Yeah, we got one coming out in a month or so. Just a little,
Oh, yeah.
A month or so. A month or
Little
so.
taster.
See?
fucking promote the shit out that motherfucker when you're
I
ready.
know,
Bro.
right?
We're gonna promote the shit out
It's
there.
nice and
Dan
short,
Kofa,
16
what
minutes.
do you have like?
That's it.
Yeah, it's like 7
rollout-
tracks with an interlude.
Do you have like rollout plans?
That's how
or
I do
you
my
just-
solos.
Just throw it out there.
Gotcha.
Oh no, I can't. Like back in the day when I thought I was like one of the best rappers, and I needed to like have everyone recognize how amazing I was. You know, back before this was white and when I had hair on my head and all that. I would have just put stuff out there and would have been arrogant enough to think, oh, you know what? Because I am so dope, people are going to catch this and it's going to catch on and it will have its own legs. These days, nah, man, everything has a rollout plan. And especially being on the month-to-month basis, like a month before albums drop, like when they get release date. Like let's say Journeymen, right? October 1st, a month before the tapes drop. Now I already have the tapes in hand, mind you, because I can't stand the idea of physicals. Pre-orders, because I feel bad about taking people's money without having my stuff in hand. So I got stashes of stuff ready to go. So I have the tapes, you know, they're getting shipped to me. A month before the tapes drop, I have this list of like 30, 40 potential review outlets. I send an email with download codes. I have everything auto-saved to send via Gmail. Because one of the dopest discoveries I made for me was that I could schedule my emails to go out. And so a month before everything comes out officially, it goes out to all these review sites. Now I'm realistic. I understand that I drop so much music, people aren't going to have time to review something of mine and have that review come out before my next project or the project after that's dropping. But my thought is, if I put it out there, then at some point, if my name ever clicks with one of them, they'll be like, why is that guy's name familiar? And then they'll go back in their inbox and they'll see that I would have sent them a download code off of Bandcamp for every album I've dropped for the past 16 months, 2 years, whatever. And then I keep experimenting with the formula. Zilla Rocca explained to me that streaming is like a discovery platform. So instead of dropping the whole album on there, like typically I would drop like a single for streaming. And I used to do that only once the pre-orders had begun. I like to do pre-orders like 2 weeks before the actual drop. And that gives me an opportunity for people who cop the physical for me to mail it out to them and them to have it so they listen to the physical before the digital's even available. But then I tinker with the formula. And so now at this point, like before the album drops, I'm putting a single on streaming. And when that single drops on streaming, I have it scheduled. And I'm trying to schedule them out every 8 days. Because if I schedule them out every 8 days on these streaming platforms, then I can submit via Spotify to various playlists. Because the playlist consideration is every 7 or 8 days, and I give myself that little wiggle room. I have a pocket calendar with all this stuff for the different groups and the different times to submit. But then when that song hits streaming, I've saved another email with an MP3 of that, which I downloaded from Bandcamp because then it already has the graphic on it, right?
Right.
And it has all the data and information. And if it's clean, which it usually is if it's just me, because I've had 2 songs in my life I cussed on, I'll just put clean in the parentheses because some radio stations will need that. Others will happily be there and just tap the button to bleep it out or whatever. But as soon as that song hits streaming, it'll hit streaming at midnight, and at 10:38 that morning, that email goes out to the list of people for mix shows or whatever. So I'm trying to lay that foundation because I'm not trying to just drop music. My friends work with me, and I want to make sure that their work does not go unnoticed, and I don't put in the work beyond just making the music. That, trying to get it out there and make sure that it reaches folks. And so that's why, every 8 days, there's a Journeyman single. There's another one dropping November 2nd, and that's featuring my man John Doe, and it's chambermaid, and it's dope. It's one of the more raw tracks on there. But tomorrow that goes, it hits streaming, and next thing you know, boom, there's an email to 200-300 people. Whoever plays it, thank you. I leave all my everything's written in there. I've got my social tags on there so they can tag me if need be. Got all the information possible. And when I'm sending out that email, that review copy a month before the drop, it has like my general schedule. Plan on dropping a single before, when it's coming out, pre-orders start here, pre-orders release here, and then I'll be dropping singles after it comes out. Because everything kind of overlaps that way. I'll have one release overlapping into another release, overlapping into another release because I'm releasing so much music. But if I don't have a system to do that, I'm going to get overwhelmed and I'm going to get lost and the music is going to suffer for it. And I cannot let that happen to the music because this is my passion. This is something I choose. And if I choose to do it, I can pour my energy into it and not get drained. By that same token, like I'm getting all fired up talking about this right now. By the same token, sometimes I'll be feeling super inspired, whether I'm writing or whatever, and I'll make myself stop because I don't want to burn out.
Burn out, yeah.
Because I look at what I'm doing, I'm like, this is crazy. But I'm all doing it within the rhythm of my daily life. So it's not like I'm burning the candle at both ends, staying up late. My friend's like, do you sleep? I love sleep. I sleep a lot. I don't sleep that well, but I sleep a lot. But yeah, that was a real long answer. So I guess I'm taking Tali's spot for the 17 minute.
Just go ahead and record that, and everybody that's aspiring to do anything, go ahead and kind of recreate that particular setup.
Shims from St. Gopher.
I'm gonna make a video out of this and send this to every MC that sends me a mastered, with the like title of the track and it says master, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm just gonna have
sometimes it's not even the
because that
title.
metadata definitely
It'll
important.
be the name and say the master.
No, it won't even have a name.
Mixed down to
like not even
Down to
not the title of the song.
date.
Then I post what they send me, and they're like, that's not the name of the track. Oh, I'm sorry, my fucking crystal ball wasn't working today.
Look, my job is to make it as simple as possible.
Oh, exactly.
Simple as possible for the people who get the music, simple as possible for like Tali, because him doing so much engineering for my stuff, like us having a common language and me making sure everything is where it needs to be and broken down systemically, and as simple as possible for my collaborators. Like you're saying, like leaving that open spot. Sometimes that's the best way to have a rapper hop on a song, because otherwise you try to explain to him, okay, in my head, I'm just going to be this, and there's going to be a hook, and there's going to be scratching, there's going to be this. Sometimes it's better to have, this is the only spot where you could possibly fit.
Yeah,
go there.
Right.
Do you ever think about doing like a TED Talk put this out on YouTube, be like, hey, MCs, this is how you do it. This is how you were supposed to do it.
No, I talk to my friends. If anyone like my man Life just released his album, solo album. He's part of Star in Life. Like he's been rapping for forever. Like technically incredible, soulful rapper. Like he hit me up, he's like, can I call you? And so he called me, and like I was walking him through the process of like having your Bandcamp release in private mode, but publishing it so you can generate download codes, or how you attach merch to a release. Like, I am always down to help my friends, because this is not some like secret club. I want people to grow, man. I'm not worried about people overtaking me. If they do, great. I'm just doing this for fun. But if I can somehow help someone, like get someone, like my mailing list came from Tali and he got it from someone else, and I keep adding to it. And when my friends are releasing music, I'm like, do you want the mailing list? Do you want my list of people I send stuff out to? Do you want a general idea of how I do what I do? Yeah. I'm just trying to share that.
And that's what we try to do here. I want to see everybody win, which is why I bitch about metadata every fucking show, because I'm like, God damn, man, I can't promote you. Like, promote yourself.
How the fuck are you supposed to be known if you just sedate?
Who produced this? Who is featured on this?
Mix Down 3.
No, the crazy
album
thing
is on.
A lot of people don't know when you say metadata, motherfuckers.
They don't even know what that is.
They don't know what it is, and some people won't admit to you that they don't know what metadata is, so they'll send you some shit and be like, okay, yeah, I'll put the metadata on there, and they'll be like, so I gotta explain to them, okay, this is what metadata is. What I usually tell them is, so when Supremacy plays the song, you'll get all the credit. Your name will be on the website, the producer, and the name of the song, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, now I get it."
I need to know who
The
you
other
are.
way to do it
Helping
is to
you
just say,
out,
hey,
Yeah.
you know, on these cars that have the screens on them, you want your shit to look fucking cool.
Yeah.
If you put the metadata in, when you play this shit on your car, this shit's gonna pop up. It's gonna have a picture of you on the fucking thing. It's gonna be like
That's how I
the name of
explain
the
it to
stuff.
them.
It's gonna look super legit, like right next to the person who you're listening to before.
Yeah.
Just, you know, cater to the ego.
Screenshot it and, you know, put your music behind it and post it on your Instagram. It totally helps you out, man. Let's jump on board.
Yes. Agreed. And that's why I complain though every show, because I'm like, I can't help me help you. Like that's all I feel like. Every time I get an email, I mean I could go through the inbox right now and there's
I've
probably
been befuddled the past 10 years about that shit.
Yo, you know what's the worst as an MC when they send you beats and they put your fucking name as the title of the beat.
I'm guilty of that shit for sure.
Yo, you know how many Cortona P beats I got?
I didn't know everybody do that
I
shit.
see what you're saying.
I don't be knowing
for
who the
me,
fuck-
cinematic, you
I'll be
put-
playing it. I don't know who the fuck made it sometimes. I'm like,
I
who the
know
fuck
for
made
me,
it?
cinematic, you usually put Mr. Rip, then you'll put either the date or the year, like it'll say 2K24, number 15, or some shit like that, or table.
Yeah.
So you give me
See,
a
that be
label.
for my tracking though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not your convenience.
Yeah, that's for my convenience, cause my shit's scattered as fuck. But go ahead, fellas.
No, you know, I learned a lot. Like P, I learned how hard it is. And Tali can help. This last one, the last mixtape, it was so hard to keep track of everything. Like I created, I think, like 4 different mixtape volume 2 folders with like tracks and folders and tracks. I mean, especially
Visions and
30 MCs on it. I'm like, goddamn, shit was everywhere, and it was so hard to keep. But I, you know, I understand both sides of the coin, where you know it is difficult. But the simple shit of labeling your track,
yeah.
that just it's like if I were to create a track and I wanted to send it out, I want people to know, hey, I made this. I did this shit.
The song is literally a product. It's like, yo, package the shit right.
Yeah, man.
Somebody told me that about the beats, and I've never gone. Like, I started putting my name on all of them just so that, like, the person who's, you can usually tell if it's mine because it's got like a really stupid name, but like, otherwise,
Hey, Egg Ensemble is a banger.
Yeah,
Chef
I
Mike
mean,
heard it. He thought it was crazy dope.
whatever. But like, and once one person pointed it out to me, I don't even remember who, and I was just like, you know what, that's stupid of me. Like, why am I not? Like, why would I want you to play that or put it on an album and then you don't even know who it is? You're just like produced by, I guess it was fucking over here, not me, even though it's my shit. Yeah.
There's some beats I got in my folders that I see my name. I click on it. I don't know who made the beat. I don't even want to
Boy,
use
you
it.
know
I'm like,
my shit,
no matter
I
how
keep
dope
my
it is,
tag.
if I don't know who made
that's
it,
how
I just don't even fucking use it. I'm like,
It
whatever.
almost
We're here
seems
within
like
10
a trap.
seconds if it's mine.
It's a trap.
We know it's yours. We know it's gonna say Sounds Kings by Cinematic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, if I get something from
I
Cinematic,
try not to
I
lose
make an
y'all.
automatic like playlist with whatever
Yeah,
he
that's
sends
how I
me.
do.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
make a, put
So I know
everybody-
I
it's
try not to lose y'all, so I gotta keep it in there. I ain't know everybody just name the shit after the rapper and send it though.
But I know
Yeah, nah.
lately I've been getting random emails of folders of beats, and nobody's telling me they're sending me these beats, and I don't know who the fuck they're coming from. Like, I've got probably like 6 fucking folders right now that I've gotten in the last 4 months, and I'm trying to figure out who the fuck sent me these beats. I don't know who the hell it is that's sending me the beats. How did they get my fucking email address? It's getting weird. I've been getting text messages from people
He's got
on
it.
Instagram, and I'm like, how the fuck do you get my phone number? Oh, I got it off of Instagram. When did this shit start happening? Like, hey man, you got a dope project. You need me to help you promote it? What? How the fuck you get my email?
Oh, the motherfuckers texting you?
Yeah, that's what shit.
Yo, I'm a DJ for Nevada in Nevada,
I
Las
told
Vegas.
one dude, I was like, man, this is
morning
like
show.
this is like you broke in my house and tried to sell me my furniture. Like, you just going
That
to
shit is
randomly text
intrusive.
message me and then ask me for money for you to promote my music. You just broke in my house and trying to sell me my own shit. Like, what the fuck is here with this weird shit, man. Man.
No, I feel like you know why you get emails, bro. That's because you're attached to this. Because I get emails with your first name on them.
Oh yeah, me and you, yeah.
All the time, and I'm like, how the hell did they confuse?
But I usually, now that I started my show, I tell whoever I reach out to send me some music. If I've never told them about you, I usually tell them send something to this
Send it over here too.
You know what I mean? I was like, you could get played on Friday, and if I like your
we
shit,
look alike.
I think I just get all the weird random shit then.
Yeah.
The weird random solo shit in my fucking
you
emails
be
and
asking for a
DMs.
cinematic. Your post be asking.
No, I don't. I be trying to avoid it, man. That shit be annoying, man. It pisses me the fuck off.
Oh, that's funny.
Sometimes
Y'all
I
gotta
see your
chill.
post and be like, I'm about to send this motherfucker something. Just out of the blue, and send him something.
So, all right, back. I want to get on that.
That's all I be asking for.
I want to. So you got 14 tracks. You know, I was so distracted when I. Is that the Tally? Is that the shit with the USB, or is that a
no.
legit cassette?
That's the rotate.
Yeah.
Gold.
That's the road
Yeah, we get the
cassette.
gold ones because we're collaborators.
Holy fuck! I don't even
Everybody
know.
else gets whatever they get. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, everyone else gets
Clear?
the. They look like old school ashtrays, you know, like that dark smoky glass looking color.
Ah, the clip. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the color that they get. One of the things
Nah,
I
that's
discovered
dope.
when I ran tape orders is I can sometimes order like 2 different colors. So what I do is I count how many collaborators I have, because every collaborator I work with gets a copy of the stuff they're on. And then I order a different color tape for them. Sometimes it's metallic gold, but basically I want to have an exclusive for them, so I send it out to them, so they're the only one who has it. And then there's like the regular retail ones, which are, you know, whatever color the main one is.
Okay.
Tally, do you have a tape
Nice.
player? Do you
Yeah,
have a
I got
tape
2.
player? Okay.
I
And
might
I actually play them sometimes.
I might have one in my attic from.
I still have one.
I know
What I need
got
is a
one, but it will
VCR.
eat
Or-
mine will eat a fucking tape like a
I don't
motherfucker.
think I got a
Nice.
VCR.
But we
Might
used to
still have
record
a
the
DVD.
shows on tape. way back when, and then convert them later on in some fucking arcade.
Well, they do. I just seen the tape player that you could upload it right. You know, it's the US. It connects to your computer and shit.
I that's how we started doing the show in fucking 2001 or whatever. I don't even remember what it was, but I had this Acoustica. It's called Spin It Again. You can take vinyl or cassettes and clean them up and turn it into an MP3. I still have it. It's still on my computer. It's actually it's not bad because it's got a lot of plugins already built into it, so you can do a whole bunch of funky ass shit and stuff. And you could put like pops and clicks and stuff to make it sound like oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's dope right there.
For those that can't see but will see on the video on YouTube, he has a
Box.
a literal
Old school.
What's that about 6D batteries?
Yeah, I think so. 6.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's got a runtime of about 1 hour and 45
Yeah, it'll
minutes.
play like an album, a couple of tapes, and then you gotta go put another 12
Y'all
bucks
heard
into it.
Rip, I tested. Y'all had to be from that era to know.
So the album, all right, we got 14 tracks. I'm gonna do it simple, you know, doing our release that we did for the mixtape a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna do it like that, where we're gonna stay on video. I'm gonna mute the mics, and then we'll listen to whatever. I mean, we got 14. We could do 3 or 4, and
That's
then
what I was thinking. Probably do like 4, 4, 4, and 3, and whatever it ends up being. I'm not good at math. 14 divided by 3.
no, you're right. That's
One of them's gonna be off.
14 divided by 3.
It'll be 4, 4, 4, and 4.
Yeah, 4, 4, 4, and
Or we can do
3,
5,
3, and 4.
4, and 5. Or
I
It
think
doesn't
5
matter.
is 5 is too far. I think
5 is too much.
yeah. 5
Let's do
is too
4
3 and
and then, yeah.
4 break.
They're not
yeah.
long songs for the most part. They're actually pretty like
Oh,
quick.
man.
We didn't waste a lot of time. There's not a lot of wasted space.
I'm gonna
Then
do
let's
this.
do 4.
I'm gonna do 4, 3, 3, and 4.
There you go.
Alright. Kofa's loving it.
Sounds good to me.
Tapping the fuck out of everybody over here. No, I'm excited, man. I told Tali in the text that night, I was like, I gotta get off, dude. I gotta get off because I don't wanna listen to too much of this because I wanna have I didn't catch the first couple tracks. I think I was sent a couple via the email of 300 recipients, and I did play them. And you know what? Callie knows this. I look forward to every time I see your name, yours or his, pop up in my email. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, man. I know this is I don't have to listen to it. I'm safe. I can just put it in the playlist and keep moving. And it's always labeled right. I always know who the hell it is. But nah, man, I'm excited, and dude, I'm telling you, your year you've had with the amount of shit you've put out is it's been crazy, and it, like you said at the top of the hour, man, it's quality. It's not bullshit. It's not the same stuff over and over again. Playing fucking, I feel like I hear a Baby Mobile playing.
Yeah, I hear a baby.
Who's playing some shit on their phone? But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to listen to this stuff. Anyone
Same
else?
here.
Or are you ready? You want me to shut the fuck up and play the music now?
I'm ready to hear it.
I'm ready to hear it.
All right, let's go. So we'll do Talk So Well, Play the Resurrector, Chambermaid featuring John Doe, and Fatal Spawn, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about this. All right.
All right, let's do it. And with that, here we go into the album listening.
Do it.
All
Let's
produced
do
by
it.
Chef Mike.
All produced by Chef Mike.
All right, muting now. Let's go.
This is the intro. Chef Mike plus Tali Rod saying cool. This is the intro. This is the intro. This is the intro.
As the middle age spreads, I fight complacence like a basehead fights to find light with a pipe in the basement. Although my plight is slightly less maligned, it's adjacent. An addict is an addict, only thing that's binding is payment. Every dime is sublime, yet I don't speed to keep score. I see less talented thrive, seems I need to cheat more. But nah bro, that's not the cause, way I grew to take. Rather have control over the moves I choose to make. At times I think I care more than y'all do about your part, and that's probably not the case, but that's how much I value art. So when it comes to me and mine, all you hear is pounding hearts. Every pal of mine is sharp and they're always down to spark. So clown around and bark, go get your crew embarrassed. Checking me's like Garden Pippen in his prime with Lucius Harris. Boo the arrogance, I'm still the one to call for the job. I'll lay it out like Alton with glove tossed up the
We rock the
lob.
beats the bump. We're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. We rock the beats the bump. We're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. We rock the beats the bump. We're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. We rock the beats the bump. We're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. So there is your nod, the Easter Island type of bobblehead. Add a Richter scale to gauge the bobbing with a lot of depth. Peace to folks finding worth in what some friends made. Keeping close to the reason, free from trend takes. Pen shake, dance possessed, kinda grotesque. Words come to life, jumping page graves and grow flesh. Shout out my wife, the Galbos in the growth tents. Couple in the basement and the upstairs is so fresh. Oxygen tense is present, exhaling the words. Variegatedly is processed, creatively surge. Life is more than rap, the lyrics find me any moment. Tali Rod plus Builder with Chef, that's a bonus. Ant-Man, thunderous jams on Utah jazz. Any problems with that I simply do not have. John Collins tried blocking, got a chewed off hand. Plus a crater in the floor where that dude got bland. We rock the beats the bump, we're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. We rock the beats the bump, we're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence beats the bump and talk so well. We rock the beats the bump, we're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence, beats up and talk so well. We rock the beats the pump. We're finna talk so well. We got the bombers, cadence, beats up and talk so well.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali. Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to mind.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa?
All the time, Tali. Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to mind. So here we are in the place that we were. Never racing, having fun and staying basically first. Threading thoughts through the spaces and the gaps of the drums. Chef Mike with the batch, so what's happening, son? Speaking up, he and I both have two. Oldest about the same age, youngest a different group. Whipping the stew, magic, live from Detroit. And Tali Rod's repping Georgia, the assignment is joy. Provided a toy, some guidance so the growth can ensue. The beat's metaphor is varmints mode and noted it's smooth. I'm prone to consume mass amounts without a Vatican. Feeling happy or lucky, then boom, I'm at again. A pad and pen don't even need a prescription. My opiate is vocal dopeness, keep with the rhythm. I'd rather multiply when building, never thieve with division. Insults are flying about, I let him crash, keep in the kitchen. You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to Mike. You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to Mike.
Get it right, I'm intent to fight. The pen's a knife, try a member of my selected tribe. You get the slice, step again, get the stab. Shoulda never mess with that which is in fact. Thoughts are temporary, but decisions last. Prison tat scripted on a limb that's massive. Split the cabbage, toss it in the cauldron, let it simmer for a minute while the rhythm catches us. Misses had a bunch, still targets drop enough to keep the business adding up. Really all it takes is an odd bit of practice. Can't be skipping classes till the bond's been established. And don't be kissing ass, most these gods we've imagined talk a good yacht game, but work jobs robbed of status. If that's all you got, great, totally own it. Expectations other than our own is our only opponent. All I need tonight is my wife, 2 dogs, and a handful of goons to brighten up my life through songs.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
You on point, Tali?
All the time, Kofa.
Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to Mike.
You on point, Kofa.
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa.
All the time, Tali.
You on point, Kofa.
All the time, Tali. Yo, so play the resurrector and give the fresh to Mike. Yo, back when, whatever his name is now, was that other name. Yo, emblazing names in 80 Grace Parade with razor range. Chambermaids 36 is like a grip of danger flames. I'm training phrases, got him sleep deprived and stay lean. Fully armed with teeth, ducking under laser beams. I'll waste the team, call me Robert Sarr for microphone. Kill the game and get the private jet, you're left to die alone. I'm old enough to have you waiting on the dial tone. Fry your dome, alien saliva type of titan stones. A crisis sown upon the fields, crop circles never reach. Those who fly get too weary of my ways of speech. Serrated teeth, tear the fences into new confetti. And anyone who's truly lethal, man, we knew already. A brutal medley when Tali Rod and I appear, oxidizing all your lungs. We find Messiah tongues, deny your funds, access cut, and now you're powerless. Can't talk or even try to buy your way out of this. No playing simple games, our strategy is stratospheric. Somewhere inside your darkest nightmares, you had to hear it. The status here, and folks are sheaming ear to ear. Your ghost graffiti, find your tears corrode. We speak it here and ears explode. No playing simple games, our strategy is stratospheric. Somewhere inside your darkest nightmares, you had to hear it. The status here, and folks are sheaming ear to ear. Your ghost graffiti, find your tears corrode. Speak it here and ears explode.
By 6:15, I'm sorta ratchet, coarse and raffish, a contorted mash of class and sordid habits, formed between the vision of Horus and Horus's glasses, both the rabbit that's snoring and the tortoise that passed him. An odd duck, never really caught up with faux aesthetics. My coaching tree rose up from no means with pro-genetics. Unapologetic if talking mess about my brethren. Take those sentiments and stick them wherever you wish, no homiletic. Not the preachy type, but some of y'all need some teaching. Might see if I can perform a miracle if the fee is high. But really, I'm only trying to feast if the eating's right. Exceedingly aggrieved by how some of y'all get to sleep at night. Sneaky type, we don't sneak around. We beat the crowd into a pulp with feats of sound. Waves peak, speakers drown, leave the town buzzing. Meet the ground running, y'all ain't never seen another three relieved about nothing. We will never meet an enemy that brings about judgment. Chef Mike, Sankofa, and Tali Rod, I think we found something. John Doe, think we found something. Yeah.
No playing simple games, our strategy is stratospheric. Somewhere inside your darkest nightmares, you had to hear it. The status searing, folks are sheaming ear to ear. Your ghost graffiti, finding tears corrode. We speak it here and ears explode. No playing simple games, our strategy is stratospheric. Somewhere inside your darkest nightmares, you had to hear it. The status searing, folks are sheaming ear to ear. Your ghost graffiti, finding tears corrode. Speak it here and ears explode.
I leave the chamber empty. Don't ever feign to tempt me. I wouldn't deign to entertain these lanes. They gain is envy. Type the warning to be on the lookout. Been main the century. This trio came to free your frame of reference like you flamed a sensi. Sankofa Tali Doe. Yeah, we thank for the tally dough. But that ain't the motivation that we racing in the rally foe. My flow engulfs the river basin traced along the valley flow. Shatter substrata with my pen chip shouting tally ho! It's adventure time when I invent the rhyme. Hella adept at this. Expert what I exert's an excerpt from The Exorcist. We snipe the weak and then Mikey be the chef that mix. You out of my fucking ways would I elect the ship. So step to this. You could be a dead rapper. The beat's hot, your eulogy delivered. I'm said slapper. Spit then come with it like giving me head backwards. Fucked an Irish chick. Her pussy the red snapper. The kid's dapper. Well known to finger the beat. Jamaican amputees retriever when I bring him their beat. Slap a rapper and his fans' faces stinging the seats. Years pass and they reps still feel that lingering heat. Ringing the bleak in the dystopian where the danger fuses. If inspiration ends, I recommend you change your muses. This crew of rapes gon' take your fragile ego, bruise it. My how tempest fugit, cock it back, this chamber music.
Cold day, hot step, walking toward the commissary. Solitary, longing for a shop that carries box sets and a locked chest. Gotta parry through the cobwebs to find toxic berries for the tonic that I spawn next. A secret sauce that melts apothecary's goblets. A beat that knocks regaled with monetary progress. Feeding involuntary head nods and shot necks. Leaving anybody's honorary top 10 a hot mess. Commentary is the opposite of forging. It gets to drip, it skips the process of performing. Not gonna lie, it's rewarding to be supported, but you'll never see the day I conform just to be awarded. No, despite the score I receive, I keep a sorted belief that through the highs and lows, what's important is more unique. To reach our greatest of forms, we gotta absorb defeat. So start to thicken up your skin accordingly, chief.
Here we go, here we go. Yo, I got the master flow. Master flow. Master flow. This music shit means more to me than like myself.
Saw within the wooden wound, grain I tend to go against questions full of bullet holes. Exposing open ends with no defense, I know the legend. Dredge the broken trench, machine breaking, now my fingerprints corrode the wrench. I'm thinking since, invade within, maybe break a limb. Cast the blackest night upon the sun, dare to raise again, I play to win the game of fun. Paraders raise a gun, the sun raise a ton. Weighted upon the scale that they become, but later on my spawn is fatal and obeys the taunt. I made them walk upon the plank, the rank of data raunch. And 8 is gone, I sedated with the plate to launch. Paid to cost, pay to play your maker. Trade across from grave to mosque. Rewind the findings in the days along. Try and get an evil with the odds makers. Raise the comp, Chef Mike and cater God. Flavors when the blade is strong. Best believe the chop is keeping busy here.
Here we go, here we go. Yo, I got the master flow. Master flow. Master flow. This music shit means more to me than like myself.
There we go. First 4 tracks from the album. What do you guys think?
I'm spoiled. This shit spoiled me.
Yeah, that shit was
These
dope.
brothers never cease to amaze me. I don't know what else to fucking say. I'm sorry.
I know we gotta come back.
Thank y'all. Much success and congrats.
I know we gotta come back and talk right now about it, but I was just like, I was zoned in. I was ready to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was too. I'm like, this is exactly what I want to hear. This shit is dope.
fire,
It's scratching.
fire.
And there's
B-Nuts
dude-
likes the fast
He's killing it.
tempo.
He's killing it. Of
Sorry
course,
to
I
be
like.
default,
Of course, I
but
like
this
the
shit
up
spoiled
tempo
me.
stuff.
And they had a little Rockness monster in the cut. B was probably like, "What the fuck?"
Yo, if I could say anything, one thing that really stood out was the beginning, the way Sankofa's flow was like slowed down a little bit. Like I really appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you usually tend to rhyme at a certain pace, so just hearing you slow it down like that was fire to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've done it in the past, but this is the first time I'm catching it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
DJ Decepta on the.
yeah.
Except it's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That last
He
track
was
was
killing.
bananas.
That dude's a
cut
fool.
up, man. He was
Everything
cutting it up, man. That's
anything
what
I've ever heard him on is just like, I mean, it's like some next level shit, man. His cuts are fucking beautiful. Like it's
There's a lot going on. It's not just like
Yeah.
chicky
No,
and a
it's-
couple words. It's
no, it's amazing, man.
a bunch of blending and sculpting.
Yeah, he's dope.
Absolutely.
Yo, salute to
Version
John Doe.
itself.
Also, salute to John Doe on that other track, man. He killed that shit too. You know what I mean?
Supremacy's favorite line so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He has a soft spot for red. Never mind.
Yo, I just want to say what's up to everybody. I know I haven't met a few of you guys, so salute to everybody. I know I've talked to some of you guys through different shit, but you know,
I don't know.
salute to
Your
everybody.
name is your iPad.
Yeah, P-Row. It's P-Row.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my bad.
P-Row, it's nice to meet you,
Okay,
man.
what's up, P-Row? How
Nice to
you?
meet you.
Yeah.
It's good.
We
Yeah,
Chill with you, my brother.
Hey,
Chilling,
everybody,
yo. Just excited to listen to this project again. So I'm chilling. Cool people, you know, good people in here. These dudes are always at their best when they're together, I think. So
Yeah.
no, man. I love this project.
yeah.
Glad to
that's
have you
What I
here,
heard
bro.
so far.
I think the next track is where I tapped into the band camp.
Yeah, so you probably heard this one, and then the P-Row feature. I think is like
Yeah, I
5
heard
or 6.
P-Row.
Or
Jesus Christ, I got to get off this shit because it was too good, and I'm like, if I don't save like my real reaction for because every time I do album listening, I don't listen to shit. They all know I don't listen to anything until I'm sitting there.
Yeah, I
with
try not to either.
Check it out. Yeah, and this is because I want a real, you know, I want the real deal. I want you guys to have the real reaction, you know. And man, this is amazing though. Like so far, in my head, I'm still singing "You're on Point."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah, that was very refreshing.
the rare Sankofa
Very refreshing.
inspired hook.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Just
been
the
getting with him
whole,
to do more hooks
just the
like,
whole
since he's known me.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but
Yes, it's true. But you know what, dude? Like that track though had that tribe feel. Like I
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just nostalgic, just refreshing.
And it's been the same
Wasn't-
producer through the whole album, right? Chef Mike
Yeah.
through the whole album.
Yeah.
Right.
Chef Mike's
Got
nice.
range. Chef Mike's got range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
nice.
got everything was different. Everything was different from the next. So,
it was
Yeah.
different but consistently dope.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
the
the lyrics.
the groove was
lyrics were
perfect.
getting me, man. Yeah,
groove, like. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm saying the lyrics with the beats. It was
Yeah.
it was like, you know, I was like, you know what? I got some homework to do. I might as well break out my computer and get on it. Because that's like put me in that chill state. It's like, all right, get my mind working. That's what I like to hear. man. That's
Resonated
good
with
stuff.
you. That's good music.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good
I like
music.
the-
That's what it do.
I like the way it flowed from track to track. It was
Mm-hmm.
it flowed good. You know what I mean? It didn't have me in a confused state. Everything went perfect.
Yeah.
I want to hear some more. Dang.
much overlooked aspect of putting albums together. As
Hey,
Pete
I
Rose
just
will
make
attest to.
beats. I just produce. So you know That's like a focal point.
But that's the way, you know, I like to put
Love it.
listen to an album is where I don't have to, you know, it flows like on a tape or a CD where it goes right
Yeah.
from the next song to the, you know, and everything is perfect.
The cohesion.
Yep.
Yeah, the cohesion.
The
and
cohesion.
Yeah, who
of course,
sequenced
it's
it?
Tali. So me as listening to music, I can tell like if I'm listening to like I'm sitting here listening to an album. Some songs on some people's albums, I might have to turn it up. Then I gotta turn it down when the next song comes on. You know what I mean? So some people have terrible engineering when it comes to their albums.
That's so.
And I listen.
But that
to
all
shit
play
like
into
that
the
because
cohesion.
I sit
Yeah,
here and
that
engineer
consistency
myself.
is-
So
The flow, the consistency,
yeah,
all part of the cohesion.
that's everything that I listen for and I look for. And like I said, if it's coming from Tali, I don't have that issue.
No.
I can't put anything out like that isn't at least like I'm assuming people are listening to it all at once. Like that's a big assumption, but like I would rather I want people listen to it however you
I
want,
want
and
people to mass
individually it'll sound
consume the
good. But
finished
like,
product, the
I
packaged
don't-
product.
it's way better if you just go to the beginning, go to the end, and just like listen to it through.
but that's
You get a feel for it.
for people over 40.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
We are the
That's
ones
so-
we come from that era where you would go put on the headphones and look at the album cover and all that shit. I know I used to do
Be
all that
reading
shit.
shout outs.
Get the look.
Yeah.
I'm on the album cover looking for the phone number and the address to the record company type of shit.
Yeah.
You just want to
So I
see
can
if a
send
chick
them a demo.
twerking to the song.
like that. And so, you know, I still when I listen to my projects, I get in that mode to where I just sit back and try to go. Most of the time, it's in the car. I'm listening to people's albums. I like to sit in the car and listen to it.
It's the track list too, though.
Yeah.
I sequence
Part of the
a
cohesion.
lot of other people's albums too,
Yeah.
not even mine. It's like a movie, you know.
Yeah, we usually
I
get
always
him to
tell
do.
people like you can
My
put
namesake.
your favorites- yeah, like you can put your favorite 15 songs on a CD or whatever, but you're gonna skip some if you just put them in random
You
order.
want that
you
shit
know?
out of that flow.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Just
that
the flow and
flow.
Right,
cohesion.
right.
All right.
Which
So, real fast before we get into everything, P-Row, I am the Rock City Radio Instagram handle, so I'm the one that.
Okay, yeah.
Salute. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm DJ Supremacy.
Yeah.
B-Nuts. I don't know if you know Mr. Rip. I'm going on
Yep.
my school.
I'm familiar with all you. I know all of y'all. I know who all of you are. So yeah, it's dope to like finally connect with you guys and shit.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do it
Likewise.
more because you guys are dope.
Likewise.
Well, we
I'd be
open
bad
the
with
doors for everybody, man. Every Friday we here. You know, we send the Zoom links. If you want it, just hit any one of us up and we'll send it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, yo. I'll hit you because I'm bad with that shit. But like a lot of Fridays, I end up if I'm not working, I end up just sitting around anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
always
here
down
just
chopping
doing what
up
we
and
doing
shit.
now.
Our
Yeah.
doors are open, bro.
If you
wanna
ain't got
come through
nothing
and
going
chill?
on, man, get on, listen to some music.
Hop on,
Yeah,
for a
100%.
few,
Like a
go back
barn.
and do what you do. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like a barn with no doors around here. You know, you can
Nah, it's just a family circle. That's all.
you can stop by and use the bathroom and keep it moving, or you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
People pop in and out all the time.
All the time.
All the knuckle
people come-
draggers are extended family. So
Yeah, y'all
Hell
extended
yeah,
family
appreciate
anyway.
that.
So
Yeah.
anytime any of you want to come on, just let me know, or P or D. Just
All right.
text
Yeah,
me.
yeah, of course.
Send the link.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. Appreciate that.
Tally on here is not known as Tally. He is the closer.
Yeah, he's the Mariano
Yeah,
Rivera.
he's
He's
the
the Mariano
Grand
Rivera.
Wizard.
of
call him
Rock
so
City.
happy.
Everybody's
Grand
falling
Wizard.
asleep.
Tell him
and
do
I
it.
Talk about the Grand
Wizard.
Wizard.
Y'all
Still don't
bugging.
like that.
Yeah, don't call me the Grand Wizard. I don't want to be called the Grand Wizard.
Yeah, he don't like that
He's
Grand
that
Wizard
alien.
shit.
He's
That
that-
shit is crazy too.
Yeah, we just call him the alien.
The
I
alien.
call him my
alien
my
talent.
fellow Yoda.
Yeah. Tali needs to always be praised by people that know fucking talent.
Mhm.
I don't care how much he don't like to hear it right now, but
I like hearing it. I don't.
he likes hearing it.
He like hearing it.
I know that shit.
Yeah.
He like hearing it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
payment.
like
Around
right,
banging
Tally?
his chest with it.
Put him on
I
the
know
spot.
for me, that's how I get paid. Is when somebody be like, "Oh, yo, you Shit, that's payment to me. That's money in the bank to
Yep,
me when somebody
yep.
says that. That's almost better than $1.
Yeah.
All right.
You're good. You're dope.
You get
too,
more out of it
Kofa.
than $1 for
You
sure.
and your big, beautiful beard. You're good too.
Kofa's
Kofa's the dopest right now. Period. So you know.
That's saying ho fuck.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys already covered the beard, so I ain't trying to rehash old conversations.
Let everybody know it's not a
Nah,
filter.
Kof been here before. That's family too.
Let everybody know it's not a filter, man. It's real.
I think I'm the only one here without a beard. Everybody else is all bearded out, man.
You grow facial hair still.
There's always one.
Yeah, I can never really grow facial hair. I grow facial hair like Joe Dirt. It's like some over here, some over here.
Patches.
But your shit,
We
what
know,
I can see,
we
your
know.
gray
Everybody
though,
without
B.
beard, that's what they say.
Your gray is showing though. You know what I mean? We can see.
Yeah, this is like 2 weeks. This is 2
God
weeks.
damn.
Damn,
Niggas been here long. Been here. Shit.
Transparent hair on this shit. You got a
We all
transparent
been
hair.
here. We all been here,
Until
man.
2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna look like
transparent
Kofa
beard.
soon.
Yeah.
How old are you,
that's what
Piro?
My wife's like, shave that shit. Like, it's got. And I'm like, all right. Like right now, it's too long, and I'm like, no, this is perfect.
Yeah.
But
Fuck that. I've been here 4.5, 40
Oh
years,
shit!
4.5
Damn,
decades.
Tali's beard grew quick.
Boom!
Shit.
There you go. Video mode.
Yo, we want to hear the Kofa.
You should have had the eyes in and been a
We
whole.
want to
Yeah,
hear
put the
a
eyes
Kofa
on now,
impression.
Tally. Now you put those glasses on with the eyes.
Now you gotta do
Yeah.
a Sankofa impression now.
It's got to be better than my wife's.
It's going viral now, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is from the video. This is-
Kofa.
I'll have this forever. This is like a souvenir.
Oh, that's. I thought it was a
That's from the
filter. I
video.
thought he had on a filter.
Nah, remember he used that
Nah.
video when he did the
Nah, he
video?
does.
Video.
Remember when he did the video?
Yeah, I remember the video, but I just because it popped up so fast, I was like, oh, this motherfucker's got on the filter.
Kofa shit just
I
I
blew
tell
up
you
with
what,
that.
Telly, that is one of my favorite videos, man. It is a dope video too, by the way.
Yeah.
That shit was great.
That was
I
my wife
laughed
that
at it
shot
from
it
the
all.
start. I'm like, look at Tally wilding.
That's all stuck in my hair.
I got that shit for the start. I'm like, oh man, genius.
All right. Anyway, what are we doing? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, man.
I'm
You're
playing
right to
fucking
this. We
costume
can get back
party.
to the project.
all right,
Yeah.
let's
These are
hit.
dope.
What I say we're gonna do? 4, 3.
Four.
He said 4, 3, 3,
4,
4.
4, 3.
All right, we're gonna hit 3 tracks. We're gonna
Damn, that's almost sound like a baseball player or football formation.
we're hitting Make It All Go
There ain't no
Away.
Yankee play.
Peaceful Smoke, featuring Chuck Brown and Main Event. And we'll be
That's
back.
perfect. Yeah, do 3, and then we'll do 3 coming out of it.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Come on, Rick, give it to him.
Ma-
Speed.
Make it all go away, make it all go away, make it all disappear. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make them all listen. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make it all disappear. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make them all listen. Intelligent, a teleprompter with embellishment. A velvet fin inside an ocean, made of jealous skin. I find a beat environment, and then I meld again. Supply the beat inside a bed, agendas melt and blend. Tonight's the creeping time, hide the secrets deep inside. Inner child, speed dial at CPS, treat them right. Find the demons, feed them light, regurgitate the liturgy. At the gates of hell, security admits defeat. The velvet rope of a sash that became a noose. Liger strum stories harping on another. Aim is true, the game ensues, slipping under with a broken neck. Limbo champion with no respect, but bonus sweat. The bonus kept the pick, lotteries and peppermint. Taking bows, chainsaws, modesty's a weathered whip. Nirvana's feast with the loaves and silver linings. Scaling back my efforts as the drove is still decided.
Poison from the goblet of the tables in the clouds. Fixating on the other, staying graceful with the crowd. A plate full in my mouth makes the mumbles moan away. A doctor with Eden snake, apple cider soda slake. Made no mistake, better yet, make a million more. Bathed in the aftermath of tragedy, the filth and gore. Blood splashing on the shiny edges of the bathtub. Golden claws burnished brown from when it's scabbed up. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make it all disappear. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make it all disappear. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make it all disappear. Make it all go away, make it all go away, make them all disappear.
Don't kill yourself to feed yourself. Cause greed is where the evils dwell. The keys to be at peace with self. Even when no meaning's felt. The more intricate the web, the more work it is. But is it worth it when it feels superfluous? Despite its purposes to eat, but it wants to be unique. Seems superb with it. Beneath the surface it don't feel purposeless. There's no reward, a golden star. No above a level or below a bar. We just follow all the protocol. We know it all needs it all. The closes open scars, or it bleed them dry. Leave them torn apart like divorces are. Life is short as Bonaparte, and complex like Napoleon. We obsess over objects and all control of them. It's nonsense to think progress important when this contest is all fixed like a born again. Baptism by inferno, Merlot sipping while the room on fire. Just remember that there's someone you inspire. While life's minutiae try to euthanize your heart, creating art still remain the greatest neutralizer. Don't kill yourself to feed yourself. Cause greed is where the evils dwell. The keys to be at peace with self. Even when no meaning's felt. Don't kill yourself to feed yourself. Cause greed is where the evils dwell. The keys to be at peace with self. Even when no meaning's felt.
You should really apply for that promotion. Nah, miss me with that mess. That package of duties would leave me more dizzy than taxes. Plus I have this unconventional practice of prioritizing contentment over tension and sadness. It wasn't always the case though. Used to play the game so the range for the cachet, the letters after my name bestowed, that I entirely misplaced my placement in this place of growth. It turned into a space unknown. Had a little bank but no quantitative change to show for it. Is so sorted how we're born into a maze. Very few escape to our post-mortem. Those fortunate enough to find their ways to things they love, keep it up. Cherish every day you get to see the sun. Or do like I do, find a job you can stomach, live within your means, and never try to climb above it. My spare time is mine and I'm keeping it. So in the existential struggle for meaning amongst the meaningless, I'm leaning in.
Foreclose that Tristan lost. At Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our main event. King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan.
Once the cage was set, they started fighting for the title with the help of my hands. And the chance that the fictional crowd yelled from the stands. All was well until my vision changed from wide to tunnel-like. Something like a pinhole camera, except without the muffled light. Instead it flooded brightly in a multicolored hue. In a deep saturation, it piqued my fascination till suddenly, in my hand, a form of Hogan grew translucent. And this to the being whose features to this day remain elusive. A strange confusion began to envelop my brain. Infusion of carnival music started to blare with its startling movements, partially lucid but also hushed by the sound of squealing from above. I looked up and saw gray spots abound on the ceiling, peeling off like dry skin, melting away like heated plastic. Blinked my eyes but soon realized there was no seeing past it. When I looked back at the being, he started speaking rapidly, repeating himself until his voice sounded like a squeaking mattress. He proceeded to spin into a blur, then dissolve into space. Along with the music and colors, my vision returned all the way. The Hulkster was back in hand, and with all of his patience, he retained his world title via disqualification.
Amazing, folks. Bobby the Brain is cost Bundy the title. Thanks for tuning in. Join us again for another bloody recital.
And this really did happen, but you think whatever you wish. I'm still that cat you know who comes up with the cleverest shit. Then again, they say that madness and genius are one and the same. What if the genius struck first and the madness coming to claim its place on top of the summit? Much to that being's great delight. Whatever. I'm just playing. I mean, I'm not really crazy, right? I mean, I'm not really crazy, right?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
I know.
You are really crazy. We all know.
That was dope.
That was dope.
Damn, man.
I'm telling you, man, this is stimulating.
Tali showing his ass tonight, huh?
Told you,
Yeah,
bro.
Tali.
I love that you did that joint too. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
That was one I've had that thing written in some form for like probably 15, 20 years. Seriously. And just never really had the right beat. It was longer than that, and didn't really make a good song. And it was just one of those ones like, as long as you hold on to shit that you do, eventually one day you come back to it with a different frame of mind, and every once in a while, like, it actually ends up working out. You know.
That was crazy.
I don't throw away anything, really.
No, I like that, man. You know, I was and P wrote in the chat that, or someone wrote Tali.
We call P-Row P2, so this is gonna be a little bit confusing, but
Oh, my bad.
No,
My bad. Someone
You call
wrote
me.
Bro, I love
Oh, you wrote.
Tali rhyme, man. I love that shit, bro. For real, I do. It's
Tali's mad nice on the mic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
him and
Everybody
Yeah.
knows him for producing and engineering and shit, but he's a monster.
Hell yeah, and you know what? Like,
Especially
more
when
than
he
anything,
gets on with Kofa.
Right,
that
Swiss Army
flow,
knife.
that flow, dogs was crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. I think it was the second track you played. I think it was. The flow was nasty.
Yeah.
We talk so much about
Thank you.
production shit. You know what I'm saying? And I like when you actually like when I hear a track with you on it, I'm like, fuck, man, I forgot how much you can rhyme.
Yeah, I kind of like it that way, though. I think it's better that way. I don't know. Low expectations, high reward. It's like
I think that's gonna go away pretty
I
soon,
know,
though, because you've been shining a lot lately on a lot of different tracks.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
yeah, I'm
Big
not gonna get
facts.
away with that one anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, you can't hide
I'm about to
anymore.
drop a project. Knock it off.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wild too.
He's about to produce one. He's about to produce another one for me too this year in December. That's
It's
coming.
basically done. We got a couple of features waiting on, I guess.
Yep.
Dope. Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, that's 2 this year.
Indeed.
But Tali got some shit coming too.
Yeah. Unfortunately for some, like I'm definitely like pivoting from the mixing and engineering shit to back to where I started, which was the writing, rhyming shit. And I'm kind of happy to do it, but I'm also happy to I'm trying to teach everybody everything I know, basically in like small installments, like so that they can do their own shit, you know.
Yeah, he's teaching me how to mix shit right now.
Like so I can get people self-sufficient eventually. It'll take time, but eventually we'll get to the point. Like this is all we got to do. It's not as hard as you think. Everybody's so afraid of it, and it can be scary because there's so many buttons, so many levers, the things that do different things. But as soon as you have like a real simple, basic understanding of what you're trying to accomplish,
Once you
it's not
understand
that
what
hard.
it does.
I think you should hold like an online class.
Never
Like
teach the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, no, I'll keep the main secret.
Keep that in house. You keep that in house.
Yeah.
I said both of those things. I said the first thing and then followed right by the second thing. When I first said it, I was like, yeah, nah, you gotta keep that shit quiet.
Keep that shit in the house, man.
Yeah.
Because people are making money a lot. There's people out here that charge you money for something and send you the trash mix, so you don't.
But I'm saying,
turn out to be a lot of people out here trying to make
They
a
run
buck.
that shit through Ozone and say they mix and master and shit.
And the Ozone's
Yeah,
great,
that's
but it
what
isn't going to
most
make it
people
sound good by
Nah,
itself.
right.
You still got to have the ear.
It's
It's a starting point.
Yeah.
It's a good starting point.
But you gotta have a good mix first before you shoot it through that. You know,
I
some
agree.
people have a terrible mix and then
Yeah.
just throw it in Ozone and be like, okay, that's
And it's even worse.
$40.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I can go to fucking what is that? Lander or even DistroKid does it for $10.
Yeah, DistroKid does it too.
Yeah, for $10.
Honestly, it's pretty much the same shit. They just be lying under their brand.
Yeah, because I'll do the tester. I use that tester just to see how good
You
my
want me
shit
to really
sounds, and
start
most of the
exposing
time-
the gaffles? So I could do it.
Yeah, and most of the time it doesn't even.
I sit
sound
back
that
and do
good.
my recon and research on this shit.
Nah, I don't know. I think
just
it
laugh.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the mix too, man. Because
Yeah, it's definitely the mix.
Yeah, Tally handled most of the mixing for the Me and Mike project, and Mike threw it through there, and it made a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the mix. It's the mix.
Yeah, if you have a good mix, yeah, you could throw it through there and be efficient with it.
But that's the hard part. So you gotta put in the
Right.
work on the front
You
end.
gotta get
and then,
That's
mix.
crazy, man. I'm mad naive. I didn't know people even be doing that bullshit, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's cool. If it works, it works. But
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not
I think
I'm not
everybody's
knocking
different.
nobody.
I think everybody's shit is different, and if you can't customize it, it's not.
Nah,
gonna be good.
that's why I said
That's
even
exactly
earlier.
the
Hey,
deal
we
right
all
there.
individuals. We all got our
That's-
different approaches and different methods.
I think certain genres lend itself to that too, more so than
Yeah,
others.
true.
So I don't even
True,
mean
yeah.
genres of music, but even like hip hop, like the we can try to get. I was just having this conversation with my wife. She was like, "Yeah, you could. How are y'all complaining about quality when y'all used to like Wu-Tang?" And I'm like, "Well, no, that's the exact argument everybody goes to. It's like, oh yeah, well, Wu-Tang sounded like shit in the early shit, and it's like, no, it didn't sound like shit. It was different because everything before that had to go through this. Had to go through this giant, like, I don't know, gallery of bullshit. People like, nope, that's not right. No, that's not right. It has to go through 1,000 different things, and they just put it out. And it sounded like it sounded, and it sounded so different than everything, the cleanliness of the 80s and 70s and shit leading up to it, that like it was like, oh my god, that's
But
totally
then
different. And so we liked it. Now if we did it, you'd be like,
But
that's kind of
I
like
even
R.P.O.D.B. Baby, we
I
like
even
it
still
raw.
want that dirty tape sound sometimes. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, that's
sometimes
what
I want
ODB
that
was saying.
aesthetic. You know what I mean? Of it sounding like it's on a cassette, like. You know,
That rawness. Who was
'cause
the
a cassette
engineer
has
back
that
then?
little-
Dr. No.
Listen, a cassette always has like a hiss in the background.
Yeah.
I've learned that for trying to sample from cassette, and it's like no way you can really get that sound out of there. But
You're not going to avoid it with analog.
I hear that it's like a frequency that comes from the magnetic.
It comes from, it's
the
machinery, it's
magnetic tape.
analog,
It's the
it's
tape.
tangibles.
Yeah, it's the tape it's the magnet, the magnets in the tape.
you can buy a plug-in that'll try to recreate the same thing. but it won't
Emulate
be
it,
the
yeah,
same.
you could attempt to emulate it, definitely never be the
Yeah,
same.
it's not the same.
Where are we? What are we doing? I don't know. We got into like a huge engineering, like deep dive into engineering concepts 101.
I know. I'm sorry.
People listening like, what the
hip-hop,
fuck?
man.
What happened?
Hey, it's
Only real
Friday,
hip-hop
man. I
heads,
miss
you
my
know.
brothers.
Only real artists can have that conversation, though. You're not gonna
Yeah, who
do
else
it.
can we talk to? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey, you know this coming from an artistic, this coming from an artistic base.
Oh, word.
If anybody's tuned
SpongeBob
in,
tape?
if anybody's tuned
is
in, I'm
that?
sure they like
Nah,
this
that's
type
my-
of conversation.
That's
Chuck Chan from last year.
yeah,
Ah.
that's awesome because it's actually like it's like on the tape. It's
Yeah.
I don't know how well they do it.
Nah, I had to look around my mic. It just looked as spotty. Now
Oh
I see.
shit, you got a blue
He's the
one.
one from this year too.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Dope.
It's so stupid. That we got like it would just literally. I have a bigger tape collection than I have CD collection at this point in my life. Like it's the
I know.
weirdest
I got a little stack of tapes now. I'm starting to collect them from people.
thing. I might as well. Shit, everybody's making them. Like I'd rather have that than like they'd look better than the CDs. They fit better than the CD.
Yeah.
Look at this circle of dope artistry. This shit is so bad.
You just gotta pay for them up front.
Special.
That's the bummer.
I got the special one though. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
That
that was
golden
just-
ticket. That Willy
I only
Wonka.
got the
That's that
album
Willy
with Pablo
Wonka
Brown on
shit
tape.
right there.
Yeah. Facts.
Mm.
Golden ticket.
Yeah, that's a golden ticket for me to be able to get on the next one too. So I'm already on it.
All right, you ready? You ready to get the next,
Yeah, man.
next three? We got Frame the Picture Proper, What Is Left featuring P-Row, and Mumble Young Man, and then we'll be back.
Cool. Mumble is dope too. Those are all dope.
I love that song, man. Tali's verse on that is crazy.
So, what's the Mumble Young Man is about what? Because I did catch. I was listening. That was Monday?
Listen, I mean, listen to it before I tell you, and then I'll tell you.
Hold on, I want to ask this. So this was
Yeah,
Monday. that you guys did this, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Right? Yeah, Monday night.
I was multitasking. I'm gonna be honest. I was listening, reading the text in the chat, and watching the Steelers game. And I was trying to keep up with everything. Yeah, we'll talk about it after we get back, because I think I kind of know, but I want to make sure before I'll listen to it first.
Yeah. Go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Peace.
1,000 square foot, faded olive green abode. Might have been a dump for some, but for me it seemed like home. From Illyria to West, I was completely free to rove. Trekking 3 city blocks like I was Caesar in the streets of Rome. Only child latchkey, track me. All the lads racing to my pad after class. Never asked me, never cared, never thought about it. It was sacrament. Mom's always trying to figure out where all the crackers went. Couple seasons later, started stretching out the territory, writing over names of any scoundrels that were there before me. The other side of the tracks presented a different story. A number of untraveled paths, I had to get the sorting. Moved according to desire, not the consequences. Ran from cops relentlessly, knew a few that caught a sentence. We picked up and moved out of town just in time, I reckon. But I'll always hold fondly all the times that I repped it. It's a fact, we're never getting those minutes back. But within our reminiscence, we get to visit that which only exists in our visions of the distant past. Vintage homes, vintage cars, vintage clothes, vintage track. It's a fact, we're never getting those minutes back. But within our reminiscence, we get to visit that which only exists in the visions that have been amassed. Vintage homes, vintage clothes, vintage track.
Shining memories, watch the image glow. Ride my bicycle around the block, begin to grow. Hammering the rubber tube to track the traffic. Sitting on the curb for hours, that was magic. Dad brewing beer, I could smell the yeast still. Sifting through the bay lane just to keep grill. Took me fishing with a new rod, lost it fast. Curse words fell for the pier with a splash. A mustache, a minimum, mostly a beard. Knowing I was loved, but I was frozen in fear, intimidated. But that time we went to camp, and he bought me that coke, man, I felt like a champ. A cure of chrome on my knees when the bitumen struck. Plus hydrogen peroxide to sting with the stuff. Can't even tell you now why you're bringing it up, but those were the days when the visit was tough. I love you, Dad.
It's a fact, we're never getting those minutes back. But within our reminiscence, we get to visit that which only exists in our visions of the distant past. Vintage homes, vintage cars, vintage clothes, vintage track. It's a fact, we're never getting those minutes back. But within our reminiscence, we get to visit that which only exists in the visions that have been amassed. Vintage homes, vintage clothes, vintage track.
What is left of it all? What is left of it all? Inspiration turns into that wrecking ball. And what is left of it all? And what is left of it all? And what is left of it all? Inspiration is that wrecking ball. Notebooks runneth over with all the thoughts I never use. A graveyard for the vixens when I fed the mutes. Cement mixers at the ready with the measurements. Look beyond the skin, focused on aesthetic sense. I suppose I got what I desired from it all. Brushes with death, painted pictures, and I somersault. And what a ball will have it formally appraised. Favoring the bold, limping forward, feeling dazed. Palm had always drawn the longest war that we engaged. A dreamscape was some dormant normalcy the wage. Georgia peaches pulling swords from scabbards, Lord of Jesus. Stigmata birthmarks, the dirt starts a scorn so recent. Search the dark for that which I get all but memorized. Lies that kept the spider web, that ball of venom twine. So I'm reaching for that ribbon just to find the light. And see my sons and wife as ways to justify the fight. Trying times, sharing fragments over flyer samples. Chef whipping up the batch, speaking peace to try to mind the rambles. Find the magic in the journey taken. Music with my friends, the measure that affirms we made it. So here's to us, raise the flag and singing cheers and stuff. I paint the chasm so the passers-by can barely notice. Gears to grind, pursuing lubricant, Medusa skin. Seeking that distraction, give me something new to spin. Give me something new. What you done for me lately? This world seemed crazy. So what you done for me, man?
Still fighting despite it. Times I thought I grew again. Could use that chicken now. I was too cool to win. That was then. Now I gotta roll up with a stupid grin. Try to put the charms on like I'm really fooling them. But spent my last putting charms on my daughter's ear. I told them I was good though, and that was not sincere. Badges of honor that we often wear. Wish I could say a foolish loss of fear inside wolves that got us here. Honesty can free, but sonically it's hard to hear. But once you learn it, you can sing along and call it clear. People snoop around, keep a list of charges near, but they can't hurt me in my armor gear. I lean back, the arms of my chair provide a cool hand to push a warm pen smoothly through some new land. Gotta let my wife and kids know where I do stand, just in case, even though I got no news plan. Walked out, I wedded to the Wu Clan. Looping, cocktail hour, had Tali Rod's blue spin. I match code for penny for thoughts, throw my two in. I got those 20 streams, y'all, that's how we doin'. Something about shoes, man, I just keep sliding on, lacing it, kicking it till both sides are worn, which ain't gon' happen. Can see that my stripes are long, attached to roots. This is life in song. This is life. And what you done for me lately? World could be crazy. It's just what the beat made me.
I got this feeling somebody's watching, and that judgment is passed. Can't quite get over it in this house of mirrors. Here I am. Nobody's gonna watch me closer than I do myself. An out-of-body experience where the judgment dwells. The little kid quick to stub his toe remains in me. No stunt doubles, just the clumsiness they made me see. Insecurity, no red cops or mangers though. Just handling the path that I was made to go. If I'm feeling rushed, is when I'm best to take it slow. Take a breath and look around, the wisest way I know. But wisdom rarely lives inside the moment panic holds. Slipping through my fingers within the ladder's rope. A shaky climb, but I walked it since the toddler days. Nobody knows that I inside when I am caught astray. Led up in the pencil rubber, curled upon the sheet. Made mistakes and sunk deep, thinking that I'm weak. Pins and needles, voodoo doll, I crafted it myself. And who to call when I am found in this cell? I put myself in. It's time that I can find a way out. When I was younger, coping with it, man, I'd laid out. But these days I'm grown up and need to keep it moving. I can't make the world take a break until I'm feeling human. I steal a moment, take a breath and look at my surroundings. Within the fierce stillness, I think I might have found it. I believe in others, maybe there's something inside of me to treasure. I speak and measure belief in effort and reach surrender. Finding myself within the rhythm of the moment now. Took the time to capture that reflection, wrote it down. Advice is given, so I treat it as a spoken mouth. A structure I can live within, I know I'm needing that. A beaten path with my friends supplying drums. Within community, I'm finding life and I become exactly what I need to be. Exactly who I am.
Why isn't he speaking, they ask. Mom didn't have a good answer that seemed to pass. The scrutiny, the solution was keep him back. Maybe the same grade twice would unleash his wrath. Speech therapy was something they were keen to try. Knew he had an issue, but couldn't glean the reason why. All of the testing suggested achievement high, and when the time came to perform, he seeked to hide. Elementary was hit or miss, mostly kept his head tucked. Answered only when questioned, otherwise never said much. His closest friends came to know him as a blabbermouth. Only in those private moments would he let that chatter out. By the time he was a teen, it seemed he figured something fine around his peers, but with adults he'd get to mumbling. Intimidated or untrusting, he was both in spades. But teachers said his writing was beyond folks' age. He knew within his soul that it wasn't token praise, so anytime he found an open page, hope engaged. Soon enough they started pitching occupations. Maybe he could be a writer, say shit but not have to say shit. Just a squeeze of irony, like when he found his way to speak his piece entirely by spitting raps free of anxiety, relieved and defiant. All of those years that they told him he was being too quiet, fuck him. Last were muffled, the lad acted humble. Maybe too much when he couldn't hack past his struggles. When people say hip-hop is their therapy, he chuckles but respects the hustle. Mumble, young man, mumble. I said, mumble, young man, mumble. I said, mumble, young man, mumble. I said, mumble, young man, mumble.
Yo.
I know, right?
Yeah, maybe he could say
I was
shit
about to
without
sneeze.
having to say shit.
Man.
That's
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
that was a bomb, man.
That's deep. That's deep work right
That
there.
was deep.
That whole verse is engraved forever.
Yes. Holy shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, what's that song about, Kofa? It's just like trying to overcome some shit from when you were a kid. I feel like that's kind of where we started it from it or whatever. And I don't know what mine was. It was just being like timid and
testament of
not
perseverance
wanting to
to
talk
keep
to
pushing.
people and shit, you know. I feel like Kofa's is more like kind of just
pushing through it
anxiety
all.
and panic, but
Yeah.
you get over it. And how do you get over it? By fucking forcing yourself to just get over it, you know. Like I got over it in large part because of like my job. You know, like you sit in front of a bunch of people and try to convince them that you know what you're talking about. Like you better be good at it or they ain't gonna believe you. And then that just translated to music pretty seamlessly. But
That goes hand in hand. So it's almost like the same stage. You know what I mean?
I think it's like a lot of people don't have the confidence. Like they're smart. You know, they know their shit, but then like they don't.
You're telling a lot of people the story there.
They know it, but they don't believe it. And then
They
somebody
don't
starts
have
to
the
tell them
confidence to apply it.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, your writing's really good, or you're really good at drawing, or you're really good at this thing. And as soon as you hear that, it becomes like your obsession pretty much from there on. I think for a lot of people,
That's like you find out what you're good at. You know what I mean?
I guess, or what people think you're good at.
Yeah,
or
well,
both.
I mean, I don't know. I know when I first started writing, I didn't want to tell nobody. All my other friends was rapping, and I was just like, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'm scared.
Same.
Like,
I did the same thing.
Me too.
And they was gonna laugh at me or something. Then I just happened to pull one of them to the side, like, yo, listen to this. He was like, man, say that next time we all freestyle. All right, okay, I'm gonna say it. Been on and popping.
I think all that shit play into the core of a true artist. I think.
And then it
To
was
some
always
capacity, at least.
I played sports, but then it was like, man, I'm better at this than sports. Like, fuck sports, man. I'm gonna start doing my dad. Like, you wanna fucking rap, man? You don't wanna fucking keep playing football, man? You wanna, man, I wanna rap.
You're playing football, you got coach yelling at you because you do one tiny little thing wrong. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Where's the positive reinforcement? Nah.
Yeah.
And my mom was just like, well, if you're gonna be a rapper, just make sure you pronounce your words and everybody can understand what you're saying. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I was
That's
like,
what's
right,
up.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's funny because I kind of hear it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an accident.
No.
Tali outshine me. I'm glad you went after me.
What happened?
That's how I'm glad you went after me on them songs right there.
Oh. Dude, that song though, not that one, the one before it, the one with Piro and Sankofa. I don't know if y'all noticed, but yeah, like not every song has everybody on it, right? And there's a couple solo ones thrown in there here and there.
Yeah,
like,
I noticed.
That's my favorite beat on the entire album was the one that Sankofa and
You
Piro
should
they
have
both
done a
did like
6 minute
28 bars on it or something.
Song, man.
I'm like, I'm not gonna make this a 7-minute song.
We all would have been happy with the 6-minute song. It's okay.
I'm sure, but it was better. It turned out better because we got to do that cool shit. I got to do the shit with Chuck that I wouldn't have done otherwise. It brought in the idea of the solo tracks and shit like that. I think it makes it more interesting.
I like breaking it. I like breaking it up. Like when Kofa said that, I was like, that's dope. I like when people break shit up like that. You know what I mean? And you guys already got an album where you're established, so it ain't like you got a full beat on every like. If you were gonna do it, it would be on this, and I really like that. I like obscure, weird shit like that. Like that's old school. That's like how the shit we grew up on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everybody incorporated into it all.
I feel bad.
Into the fold.
I love that.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got over it.
I've written other shits in that beat.
I have to.
Pull that shit up. That shit love.
I was trying to explain it to Chuck Brown. I was like, because there are the people I reach out to, like my dope friends, and he's one of those guys. And I'm like, yeah, I want you on this album, but I'm not going to be on the song.
Yeah.
It's an album that I'm doing with Tali, and I want you on the song, but I'm not going to be on it. You see, I'm on a song with Piro, and you're going to be on a song with Tali. So it took a bit of explaining before it was clear. But he just checked in with me. He's like, how are people feeling about the album? What have you heard about? Like, he loves it. Piro loves it. I'm proud as hell of it. and I loved it.
we love
The
it
way
too.
that we did it.
Yeah, I love it.
Nothing sound. It's not like the same song over again. There's this journey going on, and then breaking it up, having the solo tracks, and the tracks where like Tali and I are the group. We're the Journeymen, but no, it's me and P-Roll because I rapped too long, and then I sent it to P-Roll, and he rapped just as long as me.
And that's part
And
of
then,
the
like,
journey.
honestly,
Shit.
like outside of Tali's verse on Mumble Young Man, like that Chuck Brown song, the song featuring Chuck Brown, is probably my favorite song on the album. And I love that song. And I'm not even on it, and I'm not even like mad at it. I just listen to it.
No,
I'm like,
me either.
this song is so dope.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. We did that on our album too in 2020 that me and Tali did. Like sometimes we're on every song, sometimes one of us is on it, sometimes it's neither one of us. I love that type of shit. But that's
Right,
still
but it's still inclusive and everybody incorporated into the project, so that's what keeps it all the same.
it's still your song. It's
Keeps
still your
the
song.
cohesion.
You probably also just have to have a certain level of confidence in your own shit at that point. Like I think when you're first starting or you're just putting stuff together, you're just working with somebody for the first time, that shit can be a little bit daunting. But like once you've done enough stuff together, it's like, what can we do different? Is there anything we can do to make this like slightly more like interesting than it would be otherwise? And, I like working with people who think that
the
way.
Purple Tape. Ghost had a solo on the album, and
Yeah.
it was featured on the
Ray-
album. Was Ray Khan's
Human
album,
Links was
first
like the
album.
perfect.
We got Ghost.
But the whole symbiosis of it was just that. It just made it just that cohesive to where if you didn't catch it, it still ain't matter.
And Ray had a solo joint on Iron
Yeah,
Man too.
on Iron
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
And that was like, to me, that was one of the hottest songs on the album.
Faster Blade,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Faster Blade.
Yeah, Master Blade, Master Blade.
Yeah, we didn't create it. We just. It's a good idea. People should do it more often.
Yeah, fact.
If they can do it.
Yep.
Not if they can't.
We did it on the
Hey,
Knuckle
you
Dragons
try to
album.
force it.
First Knuckle Dragons. We all had a solo.
Yeah. It just, especially if you're gonna do more than 10 songs, or you're gonna do like a longer project, like you don't want to just hear the same two people over. Hey, you go first, and then I'll go first, and then I'll go. So, it's like switch it up, do some different combinations. Have one person do the hook and the other person do the rest of the shit. You know, there's 100 different ways you can do it. We tend not to do it. We just tend to go to whatever the easy shit is. And
Well, I appreciate you guys getting me on that and letting me go long on that shit.
P-Ro's another dude. Just like he'll give you exactly what you ask. Hey, I need 16 bars on this. He'll give you 16 bars on that quick. But if you're like, hey, just fucking go do something to this. This shit's great. Like if you leave it open ended,
Go as long as you
can
want.
go 32, 40.
Nobody ever asked.
Like, he will go long.
I'm gonna ask.
Nobody asked. But when I can go long, I like to go. I like to keep going. So yeah.
Yeah. There's I'm the same way. There's a rapper who is a bit
Kofi
more
just
recognized.
did it to me last week too.
Ha!
Kofi, you just did it to me last week.
Habitual line stepper.
I'm like, wait, this shit don't. Oh, goddamn! I gotta extend the beat. Go ahead, though. Go ahead. I ain't trying to cut you off.
There was no, it's all good. There's a rapper who's pretty well known in the underground, and he reached out to me because I played a show when he came into Fort Wayne once. Here's my concept for the song, and he sent me his he had a 16-bar verse, then there's a hook, and the song's going on, and so I'm like, I wrote my verse based on his verse. He said my verse was like, I don't know, 40-something bars, and I gave him that like 2 years ago. I still haven't heard it, and that's my fault.
I got a lot of those.
Kofi did a sweet 40.
Like, I'm not putting this shit out, man. The hell out of here. He's not gonna
Well, it's like with the first Rock City mixtape.
Did that on
Like,
the Rock City mixtape too.
Chop my verse
Did
in.
that to
Chop
me.
my verse
I
into
was
two
the one he
verses.
did
I
it
don't care. I'm not precious about this stuff, man. Do whatever you need to. If you need to chop my 40 down to 16, I don't care. I can come up with more raps. I'm not worried that I'm gonna run out.
You know what's funny
Keep
when
happening.
What's funny when I heard that joint, that mathematics one, the Rock City one, I was like, I hope he keeps going. And he kept going. I was like, hell yeah. And then it ended. I was like, I hope he comes back. And I was like, yeah, here we go.
I was like, damn, he's fucking murdering me when I first heard that shit.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. So get a mathematics beat on top of it.
No. Hey, I didn't want to break it up.
You can't. How can you?
I at least suggested that I break it up, and I'm like, fuck. All right, let me figure out how I'm gonna chop this in half.
But you did. You was like, hey, Rip, want me to cut it? I'm like, nah, go ahead, keep it going, man. Let him play. Let it go.
Especially because
I could have been like, nah, fuck that. Cut that at 16, man. He's not gonna fucking kill me like that.
Especially being what it was. Yeah, being like a 90s mixtape, and then you had to leave it like that. Especially
because it was like if on a 90s mixtape you let Cannabis go last, he's gonna fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Cannabis is going to kill you.
But you know what though, I like how it turned out. I actually did. Yeah. I think Tali was the one that was like, cut it at this point and then bring it back in.
I said if you had to cut it, there is a logical cutting point, but then you're like, "I'll leave it," and I'm like, "Yeah, leave it, whatever." Like,
but I cut it, and I did some.
Oh, did you?
Like, let him finish it because he did that.
I thought it was the other way.
400 bars was amazing. Like,
yeah.
And you know what? Kofa, it's not all your fault, brother, because I know I'll take some blame. I'm like, here's the beat. Like, here's Rip's verse, here's the beat. And then you were just like, oh, he must want me to fill it in. So he just went nuts.
Well, that's the dope thing about a mixtape, though. Is like, when I'm on someone else's stuff, with the exception of that other rapper who shall remain nameless, like, I'm fitting within a particular format, right? But when it comes to a mixtape, it's like, all the stuff I listen to, like I get to vibe off that energy and like put myself in that mentality, and I would just go for forever.
Yep.
And it's so much fun. And then if I'm done, I'm like, okay, peace, and then it's done. I don't need song structure. I just go rap, 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 rap.
I love it. I love that one. Here. Love the one you and Rip did. This last one, like this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, Rip, we got to get some work in too.
Let's go.
Please do.
I'm working right now.
Please
I'm
do.
Thanks to Katona P.
Yeah,
Katona P made me go sharpen up my pencil a couple weeks ago when he asked me about why me and Cinematic ain't had a project this year. And you lit a fire under me, P. You lit a fire.
That's dope.
Thank you, bro. Lit a fire. I was kind of out of the loop for a minute.
Yeah,
I just officially resparked mine tonight. Thank you, fellas.
Oh yeah.
If nothing else, thank you.
All right, so we got the last four. No Shade Intended, Butterfly Knife Effect, Never See the Day featuring Mowgli. And
man, Mowgli is crazy, dude.
Mowgli's like, he's special.
Like, most rappers, I can figure out what they're gonna do. Him, forget it, man. I'm just gonna sit back and appreciate it.
Shout out to Double M. Yeah, money Mowgli.
I thought he was gonna try to come on.
I said there was like a 30% chance. I wasn't sure because he's out with his family doing shit. So I was like, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't,
I was excited to see his name on this project.
That's the bro right there. We really enjoyed that interview.
Get out.
We had a lot of fun. All right, you ready? You ready, fellas?
Yep. Yeah, always.
Back into it.
Last four.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn.
Please consider my retirement speech. Time to call it quits, so I can lie in the beach. Toes staying plenty clear of all Leviathan's reach. Relaxation, just to put my mindset at ease. A vacation where I'm trying to breathe. Coconuts holding drinks, and I'm gliding to free. Turns out I don't like the sun that much. And Jabberjaws, man, they wanna run that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm chillin' when the words are leaving me. If this is stress, I wouldn't do it. Please believe in me. The meter on my feet brings me back to life. Got me thinking of attraction and tracks to write. But I promised myself I'd take the time to relax. But this chef Mike, he rock is off the meat rack. Curiosity, the cats seek the peep stats. Just hand a speech that I gave you and I retract. Man, I reserve the right to change my mind. Matter of fact, I'm gonna quit quitting right now. That's right.
I still respect what y'all are doing, but I just want to do my own thing.
I just want to do my own thing in my own lane, and it's gonna sound so vain, but there's no shade intended. Don't mean to bro-splain and be too holy or profane. We're getting old, but we're never too grown to gain perspective. I've been addicted to the action with no shame, recklessly injecting cocaine into a soon-to-be broken vein. Not entirely certain how many suitable pokes remain, and truthfully I blame nobody else. I've made my own mistakes. I could accept the fate that saying the word no dictates, but it's hard to make my own space with boundaries so misplaced. I guess I could be like Kova and take a vacation, but no matter what, the wraith will remain strangely adjacent. Pacing down the promenade, wordplay comes to mind. In the lobby, I hear a grand piano and rush to find a recording device. Even my wife listens for chorus to slice. There's gotta be more to life, but I can't quit while there's more to try.
I quit the band.
Why?
I don't feel like the direction and the sound that we're going for is something I want to go for, so I just want to make it a cool split.
I am a privileged human being. There isn't much in this world that I truly need, and there isn't much in this space that I truly want that I don't already have. Now that's the truest flaunt. But I remember once upon looking for some drugs to pawn. Foolish entrepreneur cruising the route from dusk to dawn. Where'd you get those speakers? Don't even ask. There's nothing wrong, just drop us off at Thomasville. We need some green to puff upon. Wasted days, wasted weeks, wasted months, wasted years, wasted potential, never obtained it once. When we're young we rarely calculate the cost of living, and fail to foretell the emanations of all decisions. I offer this vision as a flawed optician who saw just enough to log off before becoming a lost cog in the system. It's not a damn thing wrong with an honest living, and your conscience will respond as long as you're honest with it. Blame Chef Mike for the haunting rhythm. Keep playing, you're gonna pay, and not in some metaphysical way. Keep playing, you're gonna pay, whittled away in a literal cage. Keep playing, you're gonna pay, and I don't mean it's a metaphysical way. Keep playing.
Solicitous, solicit flings. Fallen angels grip the sink, nails dipped in liquid cricket wings. The victor rings a throat, the champ is here. Cloaked in years of smoke, crystals in the chandelier. Tinted glimpses from reflections, tension sensed from a wisdom misdirected. The phantom veers, just a whisper in the storm are coming. Shh, quiet now, the force is stunning. Shaking what my needs had given it, a gorgeous cunning. Breathtaking in the devastating ways it moves. Cheshire's licking shiny coats, salacious tombs. With mega bin as ivy creeping in 1,000 leagues. Held closest as the baby unallowed to breathe. The count of three is barely there, but scared accountants flee. And now the theme is undertones etched in porcelain. A toxic atmosphere, a biome, my source within.
Keep playing, you're gonna pay, and not in some metaphysical way. Keep playing, you're gonna pay, whittled away in a literal cage. Keep playing, you're gonna pay, and I don't mean in some metaphysical way. Keep playing.
What I do, how I paid the bills here. Maybe all the lies that I impacted to fulfill fear. Driven by a thought that I am driven by the loss. Rather run from all the bill collectors given into plots. Thicken into thoughts, lost wisdom with the nonce. Youssef steady staying afloat, surveying this home. Polishing the trophy that I made for myself. Amnesia's dust to find patina as it sits in the shelf. Position well between my hopes and failures. So familiar now, bury the elephant skulls beneath the rug and build a mound. Maybe build a town atop the mess and call it me. The air is thick with acrid smoke, and so I crawl to breathe an altar beast. Before the dreamcast complete the task, my genesis is Sega, savoring this end of this. End it all, I'll let my ghost drift away from it. A faceless individual, taking form in basic kid abrasive ways. Wage a war with sort of forms I used to rock. Problematic, before the home invasions Houston launch. At most I make this toast of vocal boast, signifying nothingness. Sound of furious, I've had enough of this.
searching for a porpoise with a unicorn horn foraging in a Sonoran forest. Not likely. Started to job off like a god tossing lightning, fighting for a cause that I saw as enlightening. Frightening how quickly it all dissolves when the boss involves. Best practice is swiftly brought on to problem solve. Morale's battered corpse dropped long ago within the coffin's walls, deep beneath the plotted sod, rotted and waterlogged. Not gonna lie, a couple times I thought I might just cut the vine, find another stump to climb. Something fun, but time wasn't on my side. It's tough to re-up when the budget's tied to the other grind, so nullified. I changed the whole approach, started honing ways to stoke the flames in the folks who paid to hear me drone. Engaged them with more than token grades, and even if most forget every word I've spoken, the hope remains that the few I've reached will grow to save whatever's left of this globe. When I'm gray and old, too withered to step the mass, maybe they'll save the souls of the children I never had, and that would be hella rad. More telling than telepaths, yet there's still things we shouldn't sell for cash. Tell them that.
It's funny how these rhymes that we spitting on the tape, when perfected over time, you're really spitting at fate. A cruel and contemptuous place I long to escape. Spent over 10,000 hours picking locks at the gate. Wielding pens like swords is not only a metaphor. The pencil that measures doors has no endless reservoirs. Its eventual demise softened by the sketchy draws of a beautiful young creature in X-Men 74. It's the singularity, the totality of morality, a mere mortal murdering my cursed mortality. The balance that we balance over beats become balance beams of sacred structures built because a person had a dream. I guess everything as it seems, at least at the seams. I guess everything as it seems, at least at the seams. At least at the seams.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. So once upon a time, once upon a time. So once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time.
Yo, force a habit, got my pretzel arms twisted there. All the better to escape the cuffs that click the snare. But then I played the victim, take a selfie, voyeurism. Smiling like I'm not a snake that got that poison in it. Playing coy with fish drifting in the frozen pond. A crime of passion where the motive is a spoken bond. Life's a mystery, you question mark a code and song. I'm trying to get better at changing when I know I'm wrong. But that's a journey of 100,000 steps, adding all the words and verses and amount of rep. Astounding, yes, I am mystified amidst the tide. Tunnel vision running blind, I never missed the line. Crystallizing, thoughts are sweat upon my beard froze. Same perspiration turns off music at my earlobes. Here goes me, the guy making stuff with friends. The world's a stage, street crisis, plucking puppets bent.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time.
Spend a couple hours sitting in the car so I can spend a couple hours sitting in a chair that isn't fit for sitting. Nonetheless, it's all that's there, and once I get involved, I care a little less about the chair, cause what's there is the beginning of a session I can only describe as out of body. The hardware is blocky, no wonder it sounds so choppy. Guitars paired with heart snares resound around the lobby. Check out these subtle keys, ooh, I think we found a hottie. Might just have to take a sample, break it down and make examples. Starting off the pace is slow, but by the end the praise is ample. By the time the candle's flame is tired out, my spine has had enough anguish for the day, it's time to bounce. Welcome back to the dog walks and dinner makes. Breakage on the floor, racing to the store for thicker plates. Make it home, watch some shows, rip the split, hit the sack. Wake up and go sit in the car so I can listen back.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time, once upon a time.
Man,
That's not part of the album.
That
I like
verse,
that Once Upon a Time track, man. That's
verse stupid.
That's a good melodic voice.
That Mowgli joint is maybe one of my favorite songs of the year, period. That's my favorite shit on this. I wanted to wait till it played. That's all.
Yeah, Mowgli killed that.
Yeah, he definitely floated on
All
that
three
shit.
of y'all though, and Chef Mike, like listening to that, I was like, damn, I wish I was on this shit too. Like this shit.
Yeah.
That's one of them, Chef Mike
Yeah,
killed it.
from a producer standpoint, shout out to Chef Mike. Dope shit. Dope
I got
shit.
some.
Dope
Me and
dope
Chef
shit.
Mike started building off Kofa.
Yeah.
We got some shit. And
Nice.
We got some more Mowgli and Knuckle Draggers coming real soon, but I can't say much because it ain't
Dude,
all
that beat.
up.
That particular beat was like.
Keep it under wraps. You already
I
know.
needed him. I was like, yo, you got to tell me, please tell me that this one isn't like reserved. Because I got this great idea and it didn't actually like whatever we did on it. It wasn't, I think, probably what we thought originally, but it was just like, I got to have that beat. That's the greatest beat ever. How did nobody ever?
It's so fucking
pick
good.
that thing. It's not even like it's one of his newer ones. It's like 2 years old or something.
He like that sometime.
That's the thing. He's so prolific that he's got like the catacombs of craziness. Like whatever Dr. Dre's vault is, Chef Mike's got more. The difference is the music will actually get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the most important part.
That's what I love about doing this underground thing and running the station, man, is like I love the fact that I can listen to albums still and get that feeling like, and these dudes are saying some shit like so P-Ro, I don't know, B and I have been friends since we were 13, man. We're old fucking men now. And we always had this thing like, we'd listen to an album and be like, I don't feel dumber listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Like this album, like there's a lot of real tracks that like gave me some like emotional type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Came from a real place, and I love that shit, man. Like that is one of my
favorites. Yeah.
When I hear like an MC actually talk about some shit that's legit.
It's like
all the verbiage that they said before we even got into the rollout, the stratagem they explained was basically displayed on the album.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's like
and I hope the listeners really paid attention to both.
Yeah,
listening to it is like increasing my focus. You know what I'm saying? I feel better listening to it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Do
you feel better or worse after listening to this?
Well, now he pays attention more.
Yeah,
right.
And that's a hard.
That's why I said I hope the listeners paid attention, man.
Yeah, it's not killing brain cells. It's producing more. It's making the production.
And you're not letting people fade out toward the end. Like you keep pulling them back. So
not even be biased. That's why I said I'm spoiled and shit every time.
Yeah.
And for it to be album 12 in November of 2024.
A testament of his consistency.
Yo, good fucking shit.
It wasn't like you put out some bullshit. Neither one of them projects.
Honestly, man, like just sitting here week in and week out and listening to song after song after song, it was refreshing, man. Like it just, the bars were high, the content, the lyrics were dope. I mean, everybody came into the mic and said something. It wasn't just
the cohesion.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad to be in the circle.
Man.
Yo, I'm glad to be in the circle.
I was just.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be in the circle too.
Every week or two, somebody that I know that I can conversate with is putting out some shit that's like, wow, like, and I can go. I can go straight to their DM and be like, yo, man, that was a dope album. I know you know what I'm saying? That shit makes me feel good because the album that P just put out with Mike Titan, was it a week or two ago? It put me in that energy of this album was like the same type of, the
right.
flow of it is crazy. I'm glad I know y'all, yo. And I'm glad I'm not on the other end.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And I'm gonna keep thanking y'all.
The same thing. Yeah.
Like I won't make Kofa say it again.
Enough.
I know what Kofa's gonna say. Like, I just like doing this shit with friends, but it's like no, it's not just friends. It's like-minded individuals who have a certain standard of like decency and are not going. They're gonna hold each other and themselves to a standard that's like worthy of trying to achieve.
Or they're keeping that flag waving.
Yeah, it's contagious. You know, like you hear somebody do some dope shit. You want to do some dope shit.
Everybody's got this creative mind that's. Yeah, we respect the culture so much that we try not to give you no bullshit.
No, it's relationships based on a respect and a love for the craft.
Right.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And I found
it's the left brain shit.
The guys that I grew up with, honestly, they don't listen to the hip hop that I make. So I know a bunch of guys that I never even personally met.
Same here.
But we all got this same determined idea, and we love the same type of music. And I'm glad this happened the way it's happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
my friends listen to Yin Yang Twins. And
that's the type of friends I got. Or they listen to
them hiatuses trigger me.
They'll listen to my shit and be like, "Yo, that's dope." But I know deep down, it's like after I walk away, they're not gonna listen to this shit again.
Right.
You know what I mean? But y'all, like I make music for y'all. I don't make my music for. I make music to impress Sankofa and P Row and Cortona P. You know what I'm saying? If I see y'all, I'll be like, God damn. I'm like, all right, I got something here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't make music for the people who like to purchase my music or listen to my music. I make it for y'all. I'm trying to. That's why everything is so, put together in that manner, because I can't present some shit to an MC or a hip hop historian or whatever it is that you are and it'll be half-assed.
Yeah,
right. I just try to keep the flag waving, man. That can only be me.
Keep me sharp, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. And we could all sit and probably talk all night. All of us are one-on-one, and you walk away ready to conquer the world tomorrow, because it's. I had a friend of mine he had a motivational speaker break it down to him years ago about like people with left brains. I could never repeat it all, but it was like the illest shit I ever heard. It's just like, you like he was saying, like it's not just like dope. It's not just friends, but like that's how you meet. Because you can't connect with regular people on this level. You know what I mean?
No.
Right.
Where I feel closer to everybody just off the conversation than I do with like a normal person after months. You know what I mean? It's just there's a whole different thing. So I mean, I'm grateful to all of you guys.
It's kind of the default up here.
Yeah, we all do that shit. And Cortona, I wanted to say, bro, because I forgot to post some shit because I'm a flake, but that album with Mike Titan, bro, I'm proud of you guys, man. That shit, not to take away from this one, because I already those are the two of my favorite projects of the year, honestly.
Thank you.
And like that shit, like as somebody that like I executive produce some albums and sequence shit and like put shit together, like I think I just love. I appreciate the shit out of what you guys did, the sound of it. You did like a whole LP, you know what I mean? It wasn't just some bullshit. It wasn't like you did hooks on everything, and that shit was like, I don't always need a hook, but it wasn't like, oh, let a sample play for 8 bars. Like, I just respect what you guys did, and I want to give you guys your flowers publicly, but I want to let you know that because I really haven't got to go out and do that yet. But
I appreciate that from the heart, my brother, for real. I really do.
That shit meant a lot to me because I think more people need to do shit like that, and almost nobody does. So shit like that.
That's what I was saying.
That one spoke to me.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
That album, P, y'all album, and this album that I just listened to is like, to me, it's like when people post up, okay, it's 1997. What was the best album on this year? Them two albums right there will make it on to the 2024 album.
Yo, to be honest with you, not to take away from what's going on now, but I think like letting me as an MC, like letting Mike decide the release date and stuff like that, because the project's been done for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? But letting him like pick the release day, I think we released it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I think if we would have released it earlier or would have released it later, maybe it would have got lost in the shuffle. So I'm kind of like happy that I was like patient enough to just let somebody else make the decisions in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, because usually you got to do your own shit. You got to pick your own dates. You got to figure out when you're gonna drop something, if it's gonna get lost in the shuffle or not. So I felt like in October, I wasn't 100% sure, but I think Mike picked that day, and I think it was a good time to do it. You know.
It definitely was, because they didn't get lost in the shuffle either. So
yeah. I'm grateful, man. Thank you for the feedback. I'm loving all the feedback we've been getting. Mike just called me about 2 hours ago to talk about that. You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful, man. More than anything, grateful that people are even talking about it the way they are. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, nobody has to say sorry. I don't mean to take away from anything. Y'all just listen to our shit for like 2 hours, so like you can talk about whatever you want to talk about and give everybody their props all you want.
I don't like bringing up my shit when we talk.
I know.
Well, we brought it up. We didn't bring up your shit.
I know.
Yeah. But I'm
just busting.
You know what I mean? Next week we having a listening party for that album. So if y'all want to come on and just kick the shit with us, come through. You know what I mean? Yeah.
If y'all do another one, you gotta, hit me, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Know what it is?
You already, bro. You already. I got you.
We're gonna send you the link, man.
I'll pop in next week for that shit.
All right, definitely.
I'm proud of all you guys. Like, for real.
Kofu, we got some work next week to do too.
Yeah.
I'll be around, man. You know me. I'll be around.
Yeah. There's another 2 projects that Kofa didn't mention, so he's actually up to like 14 or 15 because he didn't mention the 2 Cloak and Dagger projects. That I don't think he was thinking of that as being the projects he had done.
We'll just count it at 1 once it's all.
He's really on 14, not 12.
It'll be 14, yeah.
I can't keep track, man. I try.
I got 3 more coming.
Who was that came on here and said they had 25? Who was that said they had 25 albums in a year? What was that?
25?
Yeah, somebody did say some wild shit like
Rex.
that.
I know Rex had like 30
what's
something.
her name? It was the female rapper.
Bully?
Nope.
Indigo Phoenix?
Indigo Phoenix. There it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Like Fool Projects?
Why,
like,
man? Why did you do that?
25 projects?
25 projects, he said she put out.
In a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did 32 in 2020.
I was gonna say, we did 32 between 6 people.
As a career between 6 people, we did 32. That's crazy. She did 25.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, that's too much. But hey,
that's a lot.
Get it out while you can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You start to get to a certain age, you just want to get it out. You just like, hey,
and we
I
can
gotta
do
get
it
out.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm at the age.
30 years ago, you couldn't put out music whenever you wanted. Now you have
No,
that
man.
opportunity. Why not?
I feel like I feel like this era is made for me, because this is how I used to be when I used to make music, and then I stopped for years and came back, and now it's like now everybody can put out multiple shit a year and record at home and all that. So this shit's lovely.
But it's got to be quality, not quantity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's got to be quality. And I mean everything. I don't think you put out 25 albums, you can't have 5 that's quality and then the other 20 like.
Yeah, true.
You can't have 20 that are dope and 5 that aren't. Like either direction you go,
yeah, I was just gonna say the same shit.
Everything's got to be
right.
You know?
It's got to be like all of it or nothing.
Yep.
These be 51%.
These days anyway, like you could get away with dropping a shitty album like 20, 30 years ago. You know, people like they did it quite quite
if you
commonly.
go on volume shoot, that shit better be at a high consistency rate.
We had to buy the whole CD for $20
without
have
knowing
one song on that fucking CD that you listen to. You know what I mean? That was fucked up right there.
Yeah.
That's why they put all the work into the art and had all the 20-page inserts and shit, just to like, hey, you know what? If all the music sucks, at least you can like read some of this.
That's why I used to love
stuff.
Yeah, at least you got to collect this item with the
art. You could go
art.
on Virgin Records and you could sit there and put the headphones on and listen to the album and shit. Like
Yeah. The listening stations.
Yeah,
Our shit was Camelot. I don't know what y'all had back then.
It was Camelot out here. I know up north it was Virgin.
Yeah, it was a few different spots.
To the south it was Camelot. Definitely Camelot.
I need to make a bar about that.
It was House of
I bought my
Guitars,
first
man.
record at Camelot.
Oh, y'all had House of Guitars up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our spot.
Oh yeah, that's your spot. Yeah.
Would you taking a shot? Damn, I ain't got no liquor.
Yeah,
man.
shots, fellas.
Hey,
I got these heavy IPAs. I ain't got no
Shots, inhales.
I drank all my whiskey.
No IPAs and beers is also accepted.
What about a veggie drink?
Here's to this brother.
That's accepted.
A veggie drink.
All right, I think
An empty
Drink
water
we
glass.
celebrate.
That works.
Yeah, what you got to say, Supreme?
To another amazing project, man. I want to salute you guys. Keep them fucking coming, man. Keep them coming.
Oh, we're not slowing down.
No, I love this, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed the year of Kofa releases. I have at least 2 emails a week for my playlist, and I appreciate that. Hey, you guys, all of you, man. Hero, I'm fucking glad we finally met somewhat.
Same.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
To Tali and Sankofa. That's where that
I
drink.
got another one. I was like, motherfucker, how many?
And Chef Mike.
And Chef.
Chef Mike.
Yep, salute Chef
Dude,
Mike.
every
Hero.
fucking beat on that thing is just disgusting.
Or another one, fellas.
I don't think this is my first time hearing Chef
Back
Mike.
to back.
Yep.
I never heard of Chef
I
Mike.
heard the name before.
I'm waiting on some heat from Mike right now. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
What do you call
He and I have a whole project set to go next year, and it's going to be my solo vinyl drop. I'm a few verses away from getting it all done. I want to get it wrapped up, send it to Tali for post to get the vinyl mix. Yep, there was my last one. 5 Mugs of Doom with 8 Greg too.
And where's Chef Mike from?
Detroit.
Detroit? Oh, okay.
I would love to
Niggas just kicked their ass.
and shoot the
Yeah,
shit
we
with
did.
that.
Yeah, we did. I just seen that shit.
I would love to have him on here as well. Just at one point, just to talk and pick his brain and just hear like his story.
Yeah, just to build with him a bit.
Yeah.
He's just
Probably
a
have to do it
producer.
early.
He's just a producer. Or he raps too.
He's a
label
producer and a graphic
owner.
designer.
Yeah,
Graphic
Oh,
design.
okay.
Graphic
He does the art
Dope.
shit too.
he's got Common and Normal as the label. So if you like go on like Bandcamp and look up Common and Normal, you're gonna see like a list of like 1,000 records and instrumental albums and all kinds of wild shit. That's so he's like sort of like the head of that collective.
Yeah, it's like a production
crazy fucking
collective
talented
of
people.
a bunch of friends,
Okay.
and they're
An
super
extension
dope.
of what we're doing.
Yeah, I've heard
basically,
of
except they did it first.
Yeah, Mike's dope. It's funny because I talked to Mike. Like, I approached him about music, and we end up just talking about artwork all the time.
Yep.
We never really talk about music.
Yeah.
Bro, I messaged Tali. I did text Tali about how awesome I think your artwork is too.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Crazy.
Out here sketching already. I'm sketching right now. That's all I've been doing the whole
You know,
time.
artwork.
Nice.
What, explain the basketball on the album cover.
There you go. That's a good question. Explain it, Kofa.
Hope for the basketball junkie.
Yes.
Journeymen are typically the basketball players you don't know about, but
Right.
anyone to get to the league is dope.
Yeah.
And so when you see them outside the context of like the highlights and all that, you're like, damn, those guys have got game. And I feel that, you know, whatever recognition may or may not come, Tali and I are dope as hell. I don't feel compelled to like broadcast that from the mountains or whatever, but like we hold our own. We love the craft. The basketball is not a new looking basketball. It's a worn basketball because we put that work into the craft. And so we are the journeymen. Like we may be flying under the radar.
dude.
And I was the monkey. I was the monkey Vogues.
You get smoked.
Yeah,
I was the monkey Vogues on this tape.
Earl Boykins. Earl Boykins. Earl Boykins is like 5'6".
Yeah, Earl Boykins was 5'6", Muggsy was 5'.
But no, like the Journeymen are the people that were like they have skill and people want them on their team. They play for 20 teams because
they go from
everybody's
team to team.
like, I need this dude on this thing because that's what they do. And so that seems like a cool way to do it. Let's do it because they're just I don't know. We work with so many people. I feel like we're probably better than Journeymen, but at the same time, like people who were stars at one point turn into Journeymen eventually.
But
it's how that goes.
And the name is dope. The name is dope.
The name's dope.
collective
Everybody that fucks with Kofa knows that he's a basketball guy too. So
and me, but I don't flaunt it except for when I post videos of me shooting.
Yeah, your promo videos.
Okay, since we talking basketball, like Cinematic just said, the Knicks just put the foot in Detroit's ass. So since we talking basketball,
What did Detroit win? Like 18 games last year?
I don't know.
Might win 8 this year.
Any win for the Knicks is celebrated. I promise.
I agree.
It's hard.
I mean, dude, look. We
I'm up in
we
Boston.
just lost to the Wizards last night.
I'll be celebrating wins like y'all win the championship. Game
I'm up
after
in
game.
Boston, man. I mean, we just put a banner up there, so I mean.
Oh yeah, Boston, man. Fuck y'all, man. Because that first game was ridiculous.
130 points a game.
Fucking first game, it was like, I like everybody like the Knicks got their ass whooped, but anybody would have got their ass whooped in that fucking first game that we played.
Hey, hold up, Kofa's out. Oh, Kofa's out.
Oh.
Okay.
We got into fucking Knicks and
His fucking wife.
That basketball, man.
He's like, bye.
No, it's not time. You know what? To the Journeyman.
I doubt he would have just fucking dipped without saying it.
Once
Yeah,
again.
he went probably just
He threw up the
got
piece.
over.
God damn, y'all are gonna get me.
P-Rome, I appreciate the album art, man. Like, you're over there sketching. I just bought a new set of pencils. So I'm like organizing my pencils because that's what I'm getting back into. I can't rap, but I can draw.
That's great. I love it, man. Just always just do it, man. Makes you happy, dude.
Yeah.
This is my shit here. Not this. This is my shit though. I'm surrounded by a room of artwork, so I ain't gonna sit here and start showing you my whole fucking.
Yeah, I want to get to your level.
This camera is crazy.
Yeah, I probably got. Look at this. I probably got most of your shit in this box right here. This is another tape player.
That's what he does with my art. He just stuffs it in a box.
In a tape player box. Stuff it in a tape player box.
Dude, hey, I still got these things. These are from like
even a nice
14 years ago.
Yeah, it's a tape player, a on tape player box.
Look at this.
Even a big box.
Not even opened yet. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
got
type.
boxes and boxes of CDs over here from the last couple of years we did.
That's fucking Piero.
Yeah.
That's fucking Piero. I don't remember who that was, but that shit's dope.
That was I forget his name.
Piero.
You're
P-Ro. That's who it was.
up in Mass, right?
Yeah, I love that joint with the Adidas sneaker.
That shit right in front of me.
That shit too fire.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
That shit too fire, bro.
Dope.
Got an Adidas Lego shoe.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. This is the first one.
My album cover I built a porch on it, and it's like it's Storytown Lane, so I'm like the old man in the shoe.
Yeah.
So like build
That shit. Yo, you ain't see that shit? That shit fire, bro.
with Onaje Jordan, and I built a little porch and we were standing on it and shit.
Yo, you just said a Najee Jordan. I gotta hit him.
Oh, dude, I'm wearing this shirt right now.
Yeah, I ain't played my old Najee Jordan song. I got two with him when I used to rap.
I was supposed to call
way
him
back.
like 2 weeks ago.
He got me into producing.
Word?
Yeah, me
At
and
the time,
Onaje
everything was
did
like
concept
trap
album.
beats and shit. The shit he was sending me was so soulful. I was like, yo. Got into a little accident, can't rap no more. I said, you know what, fuck that. Let me get into this beat shit. It was him.
Bro, you're from Mass?
Yeah.
Where at?
Boston.
Oh, all right.
Is there somewhere else?
I'm in Woburn right now. It's like 15. It's like 15 miles from.
It's Lynn, Mass.
I still work in Boston.
Springfield. Hall of Fame.
I'm actually Boston. Everybody else is from Boston, but they ain't. I'm actually from Boston.
You know what? I was in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx playing some music with you on it, and my homies heard you rapping, and they kind of went nuts. But I didn't want to tell them you was from Boston, though.
Yeah.
Nah, they really like your shit though. As soon as you came on the track, they was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
No, what's up? I love hearing shit like that, man. That's dope.
You can't be saying Boston in the Bronx.
Nah, hell no. They would have turned that shit off quick.
Yo, I got just as many friends as Yankee fans and Red Sox fans, man.
Right now, you can't say the Dodgers in the Bronx right now.
Nah.
Yeah,
all that. Fuck all that.
Tell them I'm from somewhere else. It's all good.
Look, I even got an Ugly John card. See, this is what I do. You're like, yeah, I put you in a box. No, I collect you, motherfucker. I collect.
But you know what? It's all preserved, so that's what's up. It's in its original packaging.
I'm sorry my camera's so shit, but this is pretty much everything we've made in the last like 3 years is like in this box.
Yeah. I got. If I start pulling out all mine, I'll start knocking shit over. But
I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a track right now. There it is. Fast. Damn. But
By the way, Parenthood, Kofa sends his best wishes and thanks you all greatly. And under the guise of Parenthood, like.
I got you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Salute and thank you for coming through, Kofa.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Kofa. Appreciate it. Dope album.
Salute, Kof. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you
If
all.
I remember right,
13.
he ended the first one the same way. It was really quick. He was like,
I gotta catch up. So you saying
Man, it wasn't nothing to be offended by. Should have been expected.
Yeah, you do.
This is album 14.
You don't have to. You don't. That's how I tell. You don't have to catch up to nobody, dude. Catch up to yourself. Catch up to your.
I'm talking about listening.
I think this is 12.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about listening to the project.
Sure. Okay.
I've been lost track.
I'm not trying to catch up to that.
No,
I've been out the loop. I see him post about it.
Like anybody who I don't think that's I think it's important if it's something that keeps you motivated to continue to make shit. I think it's important. If you're doing it because you think it like matters that you put a certain amount of shit out in a certain amount of time, I think it's actually probably counterproductive in a way. Right? Like
definitely counterproductive.
But as long as you're doing it because you want to do it, or it's just like, hey, I just want a fucking challenge, I want to do it, then great. That's the reason you should do it. You shouldn't do it because like you think you have to do it. That's like live up to GFAM or somebody who's like
for your personal checklist.
You know?
Everybody's different.
Nobody's gonna keep up.
Yeah, that's why I said your personal checklist.
Yeah,
I took a break this year. I wasn't really into releasing albums.
I'm trying.
Mike, Rip, where's your mic? Is it at your ear?
My mic is. I'm bent over, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey, yo.
thank you, man.
Pause.
Thank you.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Oh yay!
Yo, I gotta go
No
help my
kidding.
daughter with some shit. It might take 2 minutes. It might take 20. I don't know, but.
All right.
If
I'll
you
be
can come back. If not, no problem, bro. We here.
Nothing-
Make sure you put it on mute.
Hey, we're gonna
Put it
shoot
on
you out the
I'll
link,
be
bro.
back. I'm coming back either way. So if you're still here, I'll catch you guys. But if
Oh,
not,
we here.
it was good
For a
meeting
minute.
up with you guys and seeing you guys and shit. And I'm gonna definitely tap in more.
Y'all come through next week. Come through next week if you can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta work next Friday at like 9:30, so I probably jump in for a little bit before that.
All right, cool, bro.
Yeah.
You on here at 7.
All right, man. Peace, man. Be safe.
Peace.
Much love.
So what do y'all have, like 3 track lists to go through now?
Yeah, I got like.
So we're gonna be here until
Nah, hell
5:30.
no.
What are you talking about? You don't have to get out of bed. You're already here. You've already moved.
Fine.
I thought you said you was trying to get off at 10:30.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying for y'all.
Bro, that ain't
I'm
gonna
here.
happen. All right, but I'm ready. Let's get into the next set. And you know, just because of our guests, I added 3 tracks, so I'm gonna put those on from our shit, from our Rock City radio shit.
Rip, you're gonna have to relive it again.
You gotta explain that shit.
I relive it anyway.
Yep.
I relive it every night.
You're gonna relive it tonight, Rip. Here it comes.
Wonderful.
You want a hit? Here it comes. And everybody out there in Radioland, don't forget to hit up the website, rockcityradio.com, to get all this good music. Look up these MCs. Let's get them played, man, especially these MCs.
And you know what?
Tali, Sankofa.
I do want to get everyone played, but like I said earlier, I fucking thoroughly enjoy this shit. And I missed you guys. We've been gone for a minute. But I enjoy this shit. Fucking Tali and I stayed on till like 3 in the morning on the release night.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
Playing old school, just laugh and talk. Susio came on at like 12:30 when he fucking got out of work at like 11:30.
Yeah, I held it down for y'all early birds.
Yeah, I had to work
difficulties.
the next day.
I would have stayed on. I was up.
I felt bad, man. He was, you know, he really wanted to be on, but they kept him at work. He was still in his fucking work clothes when he got on the fucking show. So,
shout out to Susio, man.
Shout out to Susio.
Shout out to Susio.
My brother, he gets a promotion and still gets fucked. I don't even understand how that works when you're at the top, but.
Hey man, that's
it's
how
lonely
it works.
at the top, man.
Get a promotion, got more responsibility.
More responsibility. Especially if it's messed up. Especially if it's messed up, then you have to come in and you have to
clean
straighten
up
everything out.
Yeah, you gotta clean up. Yeah, it's gonna be.
I've been in audit since I got my promotion. I still ain't even fucking fully learned what I'm supposed to do.
It's like cleaning up the mess that was left behind.
Exactly.
And I don't want to speak for him, but he was really upset that he missed the release, and he had every intention of trying to get out, and they fucking kept him late. So
I think we already know. I think we definitely already know. Shout out to Susio, man.
Shout out to Susio.
He did say
Can't nobody get. We can't take. I know I can't take a Susio every week anyway. I gotta see Susio maybe.
But get ready, cause
Once a month.
Susio, my bro, man.
Yeah.
What he
I can't
did.
take Susio every week, man. He's got to be once a week with me.
Hold on, Tali, you can back me up on this, because what Susio did say was that his schedule is changing very soon.
Okay.
Available on Friday nights, so so you may have to
no
be
hose bar
Susio every Friday night.
I might be missing some Fridays.
That's not a problem. I like Susio. We get along.
Is that exclusive? Is that an exclusive?
Susio get about 6 or 7 beers in him. He start getting.
We're on. Yeah,
6 or 7 or 16 or 17, man. Fuck that.
My man Susio, bro. That's my man.
That's my man right there.
Bro.
That's my man Susio.
Definitely.
I'm glad I got to spend time with that dude in real time.
Yeah. That's my guy right there, man. That's my brother right there. All right, you ready? We're gonna
Yep,
get it.
I'm ready. We're gonna get into it.
I got 3 mixtape tracks just because of the guys that were just on the show, and we'll get into the rest of the sets. What'd you say, Tali? I got 3 albums left.
Yeah, like 3 albums worth of stuff to play.
So, but you know what, dude? I'm gonna tell you, man, like we do every fucking week here, it is like, I mean, I handpicked these tracks, and there's a bunch. I had so many submissions this week that I almost didn't go dig this morning, but I did. So, there's a lot of heat left on the show. Just to let everyone know.
Good.
All right?
As always.
Ready, fellas?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's do
Everybody out there in Radioland, this is the Bars and Beats Show, Friday nights, Rock City Radio. We're about to get up into this music. Make sure you guys hit up the website, rockcityradio.com, get the track list, and let's get these guys played. DJ Supremacy, are you ready? All right, let's do it, man. Peace.
Peace.